Hello and welcome back to part 2 of our very special live Easter builds. How are we doing, gentlemen? We all good?
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. All fed, watered.
Yep. Yeah.
Emptied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all of the above.
All of the above. Everyone's fitted it all in. That's good. Trust you're all doing very well at home. Hello as well to obviously all the members in Flory Chat. Say hello, guys. That you can all see yourselves like, ah. Yeah. So yes, there they are, all in there. They're all busy in there like that, ready to go. I can't show YouTube because I'm not that clever. I don't know how it works. So, but anyway, nice to see you all in there as well. So look, Jim's in. That's it. Mark's in. Who's that? Can't even read it. Two Bowleys Goes Model Works. Hello, ding dong. Captain Magenta is in. Look at that. Very good. Nice. Right. Okay. So we're going to carry on as we were in part 1. So if I show you what I was up to during the commercial break, as I say, we've basically got the cabin sorted out and done. I've just literally started painting it, hence it's looking a bit wet. So we've done it grey on the inside. So we just came along in here with a little bit of Tamiya's XF54. Whoops. Oh, sorry. Pull the cable out. There we go. Try that one. So we just popped that in with a bit of this. So that's down in there as well. For the interior green, we're going with this because it's the closest green I've got. And then I'll probably use something similar like this for the outside when we get around to doing that as well later on. So we've got that. But yeah, so that's all down in there. I'm just going to pick it all out. Some of the areas with black, as you can see. We've done the front. That's all been put in now. That's all ready to go. We've done the roof. So I'm just going to let this dry for a couple of minutes whilst we talk. And then I'll get on with a little bit of dry brushing in there. A little bit of wash over it and away we go. I've also done the guns and the rocket pods that all need cleaning out and everything. These are going to go on the sides because we're obviously doing the slick version. We've got ammunition crates to go on the inside and everything else like that. So I have to say, it's brilliant. Love this. I've got into it now. This is the future of modelling, I'm telling you, with all of this stuff. So, no, it is really, really good. So by the time we get this in, and then obviously I'll put the camera out a bit, you can probably see the front, if we can do this. You get this in. There we go. It all sort of comes together. Look, we have a Huey looking thing, looking very, very nice. That's a good point. I wonder if this needs a bit of weight or it's going to be a tail sitter. So before we get yeah, I think it's going to be a bit of a tail sitter. This.
It needs some weight in it.
Doesn't mention anything about weight. Just thinking about it.
But no way to put any weight, is there?
I don't think so.
Can you get some pennies underneath the cabin? Some coins.
That's going to be a problem. Unless I don't know if even done with the rotors off to one side, even with the clear parts into it, still going to be a bit of a tail sitter there. So, don't know, because I was going to have the door slid back, which I think would be a nicer fit for this one. So, but yeah, coming together very nicely, as you can see, just like that. So that'll be a good one. So, what about you guys? How's it going with yours? Nathan, do you want to start with you?
Yeah, not too bad. I've been.
Oh, sorry, wrong one.
Finished the cockpit.
Wrong one. Sorry. Hold on. That's it. There's Nathan.
There we go. That's how small it is.
Teeny tiny.
Rinky dinky little thing.
Yes.
So the cockpit is just about done. I don't know if you can see. I've put what do you call it? Crystal clear on the dials just to try and
Give them a more glassy look.
Smart it up a bit, make it look a little bit less like a decal. Decals out, I think it looks pretty good. Then the firewall is ready to go. So main construction this afternoon. It's all good. Lovely little kit. Just knock the tail wheel off, but that's an easy fix. It's a proper dinky little thing. I thought Wildcat was a big plane, but it's not, is it?
No, it's quite a small little thing.
Good. Enjoying it.
Very nice. Enjoying the build?
Yeah, the fit's perfect. I think the new Airfix plastic has made the fit better.
Yeah.
You know, where it's supposed to be a 90-degree flat surface, there it is. There's no sort of flash or anything on it. Nice.
Very nice indeed. Cool. Very good. And let's try that again. Andy, how are you doing?
Yeah, fine. It's fair. I'm nearly done. I just need to put the bits on the end of this bit, which is the bits that fasten the harness, the seat harnesses together.
Yeah.
I'm gesticulating seat harnesses off camera. You can't see me, can you?
No.
And then it's all ready to go. The only rookie mistake I've made is when I was putting the cockpit together, I forgot to put the armour on the back.
Oh, right. Okay.
So I just need to paint that up. It's a photo etch on this. Just need to paint that up. Goes on dead easy. And to fair, the armour that's behind the seat looks a bit clean, so I need to wear that up as well a bit. See as everything else is weathered up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's to fair. I'm quite pleased on how easy well they've gone together.
Nice.
I've got extras of photo etch, but hey, it's like you get the metal bits. Oh, that's going to stay in focus or not? For going behind the holes, eyelets.
Yeah.
So that it shows metal eyelets behind. But the problem is, if you do that, you can't. They're not as easy to bend into shape. Yeah. Which is the whole idea of having this type of seatbelt, isn't it? I don't think you're going to see it anyway, so I'm not going to bother putting them back in. And it's like I said, the ends of the lap belts that go down the side of the seats, I've not bothered putting on because you're still going to see them anyway. So
fair enough.
Yeah.
Nice.
To stick on.
Very good. And Max Master.
Hello, how you doing?
Good.
Good. So we're back with the turret. So my plan is I've already mixed them up and put in the airbrush. I've got some olive drab look, Phil.
Very nice.
I've done a little bit in, but I've mixed them up and whacked in the airbrush. Obviously, seen if you watched this morning how I thinned and sprayed it. So plan is just this little panel here. Going to give it a coat of the olive drab, and then we're going to come back and do sort of burnishing chipping with water.
Yeah.
See, and obviously wear the edges out and things like that, and see how that chips. And then when that's dried off, we will give it a coat of air spray and do a bit of air spray chipping as well, I think, with the olive drab.
Very nice.
There's a bit of a demo on that. So yeah, that'll keep me busy for a little bit. Yeah.
Very, very nice. Cool. Good job. Well, I say my plan of action literally is to get this one weathered, and then I'll be in the paint booth as well. So we'll rotate between when we're spraying and everything, so we can talk to you guys.
Oh, so just while we're sorry, mate.
Yeah, go on.
Just while we're on, I want to have a bit of a follow up from Thursday night. You know, I was on about figure painting and flesh, and somebody's asked me a question about it. That was all on the forum. So he's gonna watch or catch up. But you know, like the differences. Also, the guy who was saying his face has looked a bit washed out.
Yes.
And stuff. So obviously, I've got this demo PC. I know it's a bit bigger than the 1/16, but it's going to be a good gauge to go through. And I've got some books as well because somebody's asking about reference book for figure painting and stuff. So I'll drag them out as well, and we can have a bit of a chat about that. But obviously, you can see with the base tones of these two what difference it makes what you put underneath.
Yes.
It's got a bit more tan skin, I suppose.
We're talking about the warmth, wasn't it, in the skin tones and that. So
I think what the conversation was about was obviously skin tone sets.
Yeah.
I find them to be far too yellow on the yellow side.
Yeah.
I think that's the problem. So if you're a newbie coming to it, they can look a bit washed out because once you start highlighting, they don't tend to have any colour. Like obviously with this guy, he's got, warmer tones, shall we say, around his cheeks, nose, and obviously the cooler tones like was on about under his chin.
Yeah.
So even though I've took a chunk out of his chin there, but you know what I mean, you'll get the gist anyway.
Yes.
Same principle, whatever scale you're doing, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have a chat about that later as well.
Cool. That sounds like a good plan.
It does. So what's happening in chat?
So we've got the guys, obviously, we've got a question for Matt. Where can I get the large figurehead from, and what make and scale is it?
This is about 1/9? This is a Mitchell's Military Models one.
Yes.
And what he does is they get to shows and they have a load of like, I suppose, seconds. And you can just grab a load. There was a load at the Darlington show, to be honest. I don't know where else. I don't know if you can get them off the site, but they are on eBay and actually you can pick their busts up at a reasonable price. I suppose if you've got a 3D printer, you can find some and print some off as well for whatever you're paying for the sort of program thing. What they called, Andy? File.
Yeah,
That's the word
yeah.
for the file. But yeah, I've had this ages. It's been repainted. I don't know how many times, but it's a good little practice piece. So,
like I say, you can get normally, is it 3 or so for 10 quid or something like that?
Something like that. Yeah. I say I don't know if they do them on their site. I'd have a look on Mitchell's Military Model site because they might do them, or get in touch with them and ask them, because they do have like a box full or a basket full, should I say, when you're at shows. And like I say, it's about 3 for a tenner or whatever, and they're just good practice pieces. And as for this stand, I've got a couple. This is the display one.
Yeah.
Just a little vice, but I've actually got because we did sell some. The AK did one, didn't they? But I've also got this one as well. It's just a jeweler's vice, isn't it? Really. I think that's what they called, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they've got a bit of weight, and obviously you can, move it around, and they're just nice. So you're not, because if you're holding it like this, you're going to end up wearing through it.
Yeah.
I think that's the problem. So you clamp it in there, it's a bit more stable. And obviously I've fingered it if I'm filming. So you just pin it, drill a hole, pin it with a bit of wire, and then you can hold it in place, and it's just more stable for filming, because otherwise, yeah, as Andy will testify, most of it's off camera than on.
Yes.
So you can pick these off Amazon. I think this was off Amazon. This weren't very expensive. I don't think 15 quid, 20 quid, but it's got a bit of weight to it. Oh, just smashed his helmet off. So it ain't going to move. And obviously you can clamp wherever you want it. They come with little pins as well
Yeah, so you can hold
I think that one does as well. Look, you can get so wherever you're clamping in, it will keep it stable. Yes, look under watch stuff. I think you can get some nice bits from watchmakers and repairers and stuff.
Yes. Adam says, Andy, why don't you leave the armour unpainted? Spitz rarely had armour painted. Oh God, it moved. Repainted. It was every replaced during its service lifetime. The metal plate does look quite cool.
That's a good idea. It's just that it tells me instructions. Tanya tells me instructions.
I've just muted myself a minute.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, might be an idea.
Yeah,
while you're chatting, while I paint this, hold on. Sorry about that. Let me just mute myself.
Yeah, I might have a look actually and see what it looks like.
Definitely. Idea. That might be a good one.
Yeah.
What else we were going to do? Where are we? Richard says, a bit pricey though, these Rubicon kits. Really? I thought they were actually cheap. I actually thought they were cheap, because that's what I was saying in the review. They don't break the bank, these Rubicon kits. I think this one, the one I'm doing at the moment, is 27 quid. And for something, it's not small, especially when you compare it to 72nd. 72nd's tiny compared to this thing. So, but yeah, I wouldn't have said these were expensive kits, if I'm honest, but again, each to their own. Greg says he'd like to have a go at a 1 night scale figure. Very nice. I've got one of them, and that's the Stormtrooper size, the giant Stormtrooper one. That's a good one. No face painting required. No, it's not 50 quid. I think you are mistaken, or wherever you're looking from, it is. Hold on, let me just check. I've got the official thing here for the recommended retail. It's not 50 quid.
What's 50 quid?
Apparently the Huey. Hold on.
I've got 20 quid.
Yeah, it's 27 quid, or should be.
Well,
I don't know where you're looking at. I don't know what I've done with it now. I've moved the official price list they sent me. But as I say, I've seen it in some places. I think it was 30 quid. A little bit more expensive, but definitely not 50 quid.
I bought their websites a bit.
Just go
unless suddenly the prices have gone up since April.
Since you've done your review.
Yeah.
Yeah, Flory effect.
The Flory effect has kicked in.
Probably.
If you want some good busts as well, these are brilliant. These are really nice sculpts. These are from Young Miniatures.
Yeah.
As you can see, got the nice paddle there. Not cheap, but proper good quality, really, really good sculpt.
On Rubicon's website, the Huey, 35 quid including VAT.
Oh, well, there you go. Perhaps they might have gone up, actually. I thought they were a little bit cheaper, but...
Not 50 quid, though, is it?
Not 50 quid.
I suppose what other Huey can you buy where you can build every version?
Yeah.
because it's not that small. Like, you know, on your did you get your other Huey out and your Voodoo? No.
No, I didn't. I forgot. Hold on. Let me do this, and I'll go get them.
Oh,
I'm going to say the figures.
Sorry, Andy. Go on, carry on. I'll do them.
I was going to say the figures seem expensive. I'm sort of like thinking of like mini art figures and whatever, where you get like four to a kit.
Yeah.
Yes, you get 30 figures to a set in these. So.
Yeah. Just want to show you. Look, can you see that? How it's separated?
Yes. Yeah.
And
the blue
that's
on
the
there.
thing you've got to watch, because obviously you see what they've made the colour with, really. But yeah, that's just to watch because it does that in your airbrush. So just keep it agitated.
Do a nice show.
You go, look. You can see, but just a quick whiz up with a paintbrush or whatever. It's fine. But yes, some colours are worse than others as well for it. So that sort of base colour weren't that bad for separating, but the greens can be a bit. Sorry, I've just caught the can. That's piece of the coat. I'm just going to mute myself again. Oh my gosh.
Where's my black pen? There it is. Right, we've got a couple of these on, and I'll be right back.
Well, just going to clean the little pot out of paint, and I'll be back. I just want to check on the dog and the daughter.
Oh yeah, forget Matt's been left in charge. What could possibly go wrong? So all I've done basically just down in here is to have a quick pop round with the old Posca pens. Just that you're not going to really see it, not in this scale. So I've just literally popped around with a little bit of Posca pen. Like there, I've made a bit of a cock up. So you just grab the black Posca pen and just go over it, and then you can redo it again when it goes wrong slightly. So again, I've used white, but you've got the silvers and your reds and all your other colours and yellows, and might have a yellow actually, like a drop of yellow and green. So when you're using them for fine detail work, always clean the nib off first before you get going, because they have a habit of blobbing up, so you get like a blob on the end, and then it doesn't work very well. But if you wanted to, I can't remember what the sequences is on these for different colours, but hey ho, we just pick out the odd one or two here and there randomly, just to give it a little bit of difference. Up here. So yeah, quite nice and straightforward, easy way. So we'll let them dry, then we'll give it a quick dry brush right the way through. Then we'll give it a little bit of a wash. And then again, this can have a dry brush just on the front. So this has got some of the old dark iron the last time I did it. As you know, I never cleaned the brush. So then what you can do is you can just come in, give it a damn good rub. And that gives you a nice effect.
Good news, the house is still standing.
Oh, it's all right, you won't get into trouble then.
Not yet. There's still time, believe me. And you, that antler thing for the dog's brilliant.
Keeping her quiet, is it?
Oh,
Chomping away on it.
Let's got the biggest one going. Massive. Yes. All good.
Nice. Really what we can pop around in here.
I'm just going to mute myself. I use the hairdryer again.
Mm-hmm. A few of the old metallic colours in here.
What people mean about the undercarriage on this thing?
Yeah, I was going to say it must be a bit delicate.
That's why my 48th Hellcat that I originally built on my Shelf of Doom as my Buster.
There we go.
The wife was dusting it.
I'm wondering if I can get a little bit of lead down in that. There's a question.
Oh, we've got some updates, by the way, now. The thread going.
Right,
Have you
okay.
seen them?
No.
Uh,
Hold on, I will pop in there now. Okay, so first one we got the glossy. Very nice. Looking all the part now.
I think. Oh, go back up one because you missed John Best's. That one. His engines and.
The engine's got his nozzles. Nicely done. On the old Superbug.
And he's not very partial compatible thinner.
Yes.
Like it.
Yeah, partially compatible thinners.
Yeah.
There you go. Very nice. Have we got any more in there? Is that it?
No, there's another one.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, Superbug coming along very nicely.
Yeah.
Very good. Must admit, I was never a fan of the Superbug. I always preferred the Legacy Hornet.
Glenn's put his Razor Crest up.
Yeah.
Which isn't his Razor Crest because he's fixing the lawnmower.
I was going to say.
I think that's his carburettor.
Yes.
How big's his lawn? A few acres.
I was going to say, if that's just the carb for it, my mower is about that size. So, yes.
Greg's put P51 up he's doing as well.
Very nice
so
indeed.
He's using Vallejo metallizers as well. Looks quite cool, that does, doesn't it? Look at all them Revell paints he's got.
Yes, aquacolor.
What a martyr you are, Greg.
Nice. Why do they're great for hand painting.
They are brilliant for hand painting.
Oh, look. There's an
you
angry
see that?
Batman.
Print me one of them off. I want one. That's just cool. That's cool, that is, isn't it?
That is very cool, actually.
He's got big ears.
Yes. Yes, perhaps he just puts his head down and stabs people.
I was just thinking that, yeah.
He's got very large neck muscles as well.
I mean, next after me then.
He's been working out, clearly.
You reckon?
Oh, no, it's all right. It's his cloak.
He's a bit buff.
Yeah, he's a bit buff. He's been working out again. Nicey. Looking good. Oh, look, Huey.
Oh, look, we've got a US.
Yeah.
You've got some reference there, look.
Got some references. I know. That's what I've sort of done with mine, apart from I'm doing the slick version. So.
Grey-green, not unlike RF interior green.
Right, what Simon's just put some up. Hold on for me. Question for Matt. Can't remember from when I saw you last, but is oil paint yellow ochre mixed with fast drying odorless thinner a good wash for desert figures? No. Probably not. To be honest, I don't use oils for doing like figures, if I'm honest. But yellow ochre, you want sort of a light brown colour, really. You want it for shading, don't you?
Yes.
I can't think of any of the Abteal Unlook browns. You want one of the warmer brown tones. Wash brown's not a bad colour. Do a wash brown?
Yes.
I mean, you could try yellow ochre, don't get me wrong. Give it a go and see, but I don't think it's a bit too yellow, I think. As daft as it may sound. You want some contrast. That's the word you're going to hear a lot. Contrast.
Yes.
So, I can't remember what I used on my desert figures when I painted them British dudes, but it was obviously acrylics and oil. So, yeah, you want like a warm brown oil if you've got one. On the warmer tone. That hue is cool though, isn't it, Phil? Are you going to weather the inside like that? Do you know what you could use for that, Phil? I've just thought.
Yeah.
The new wash.
Yes, me thick wash.
No. I want for the inside.
Oh, the new wash. Yeah, but they don't know about the new wash. It hasn't been tested or anything yet.
Well, they do now. I've just told them.
Hush now.
No. Let's carry on talking about it.
Hold on. I need a bit of lead off the roof.
Do you? Bit drastic.
That's it.
He's going to the church again.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Pop to the church. All right. I've got a little bit of lead. Right.
Right, let's get this on camera. We move it around a bit.
Hello, Lola. What is up with you?
Yeah, boy. Yeah, it's a bit early for tea.
Yeah, that's it. You're a bit early for dinner.
get this right. Okay.
Okay. Hello, Trouble. What's up? Back door's open. You can come and go as you like. Good girl. Yes. Okay. Whatever it is you're after, the answer's no. Right. Where is... Let's see how many grams we can slip in here.
Is the room for...
Not a lot, but what I might do is just... I might fake it and put an ammunition cap, something behind it. And then I'm thinking hopefully that would fill up the, like a, just make a fake crate behind.
Yeah. I know I was going to ask you, has your phone been dispatched?
No, not yet.
No.
Having a new phone?
No, it's some XPS foam. Foam with an M.
Phone.
Phone, not phone.
Bit in here and a bit of super glue would be fine.
No.
Right, just take a bit off of that. So what I got here is...
Oh, look.
Well,
Everybody in our chat, is that a new wash?
no, it's not a new wash, it's a new colour wash. Something me and Matt were working on whilst he was down here. That's what that is.
It's not like going out, it's like going out.
Out, yeah. Is it a new wash or a new wash?
Oh, well, you know. I've got some here, but I can't show you apparently. It's some under NDA.
Yeah, do I need to get you to sign an NDA? That's it.
Everybody watching has got to sign it now.
Yeah, if everyone signs it, it'll be all right. No, it's just something we've been talking about for months. We sort of finally...
One of many, I hope, after our conversation.
Yes. Matt's fault.
Flory filth? No.
Right. Look, it's like a thingy, a quick game show here. How much of this can I pack in?
Will it be enough, though?
Well, this is it. I'm getting it as far forward as I possibly can, short of the co-pilot having lead legs. Got a chunk in there now.
To make some adjustments, have you? That's the trouble with you wickets, full stop, innit? And helicopters in general. Nose weight problems.
Q is a bad one for tail sitting.
So.
Right. Let me mock this up, so to speak. I think the door's been going afterwards. Let me just roughly stick the roof in here. And then we'll stick the doors on somehow, wherever they roughly go. Oh no, bent my stick. Be easy with the front on. Let's see if we get the front in. Now it's full of lead. It does fit. It's all right. Might be able to get a few more mils in there. Now look, we are no longer a tail sitter. See?
Does it work?
Yeah.
Put
we are no
rotors
longer
on.
a tail sitter.
Hey, put rotors on.
Yeah, well, they're a little bit further forward, so it should be fine. Yeah, we're no longer a tail sitter, no matter which way we do it.
Well done.
That's it. We've cured our thing. We're all right. Problem solved. See? As modelers, we can overcome this type of stuff. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a little bit of black wash and we're going to give it a scrub around the floor. So, do I use the thick stuff? The trouble with the thick stuff, it's going to take longer to dry. But it's probably got a bit more texture and a bit more bite. So we give it a good shake first. This is the new thick stuff.
Is that what you are on the thick stuff?
I'm going on the thick stuff. Then we put a blob down in here. Just a big old blob. Right, where's my brush you were trying to wreck? There it is. Because that brush you were using for the wash is the only one I use for the wash.
So what wash is this?
This is the thick black wash.
I can see that. What black one?
Black, yeah.
Okay. What happened to the light one?
Well, yeah. Well, I was going to put this for the shadowing underneath, and then we're going to go in with the light one on top.
Okay.
This is just to get into the grilly bits on the floor. We use the light one everywhere else, I think.
While you're doing that, just catch up with a bit of chat.
Mm-hmm.
So Richard's put his Hong Kong models B17 up, which we'll have a look at in a bit. And no, it's not Flory Filth, Tim. Far better than that. Hugh is a terrible four-tail sitting. It's not easy to find the space.
Yeah, I've just cured that.
Very true. Right. And Richard, when will PA models store styrene sheets for scratch building? Aha. Aha. Aha.
When Matt sends me the list of what he's got.
Yeah, we'll get it up
that's
on
not, yeah, that's not styrene sheet, though, is it? That's a different product altogether. No,
I did show you one the other day, didn't I?
You did, and then we decided against it.
Yeah.
Didn't we? To be honest. Can't answer that minute, Richard, I'm afraid. I've got no real firm date.
It is something we will get in the store at some point, though, because we've been on about it forever.
We have mentioned it, haven't we?
To be honest, I could do with some as it is.
Oh, it's like that, is it? So if Phil needs it, we'll be stocking it.
Basically, yeah.
That
normally works.
Right, let's carry on then. Davey's put about bending the skids with the weight. Well, it's got that weighted on look, hasn't it?
Yeah, it needs a bit of weight on the skids.
When they spray outwards. Adam G, why did I decide to build a short run kit this weekend? You tell us, Adam. And what kit is it? No, the green wash has been abandoned, I'm afraid, Andy, hasn't it, Phil?
It has, because the thing is, the pigment cost is just so much more expensive than any other thing. I didn't realise green pigment cost so much, which is probably why a lot of manufacturers' paints are thin. It costs too much to put the colour in it.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Yeah.
But if anyone wants to buy some.
The limited run of Kermit P.
Yeah.
That's in the next auction.
Open to offers starting at £100.
Oh, right, okay. What's Greg put? Is it Flory's Matt's muck? No.
Matt's muck.
No, definitely not that.
No.
Sure, the reason for owning a model shop, what, just to buy what you actually want as a modeler? No, we won't do that. Oh, he's building the mic. Is that 1/40th scale or 1/48th scale? The Haviland Venom. That's an odd scale if it's 1/40th. Yeah, we'll go back to the other chat in a bit and have a catch up on the thread. 1/48th, yes. Is it a bit rough?
Where are we? All right, so there we go. That's the B17. Very nice. The drabby one.
Batman's back.
Batman's back.
The bat is back.
Oh, look. Krista.
Oh, yeah.
Working on his little diorama scene there.
Oh, look, there's a toilet.
Yeah, he's got a toilet.
He's got an outhouse.
Has he been in there with the paper?
Yeah.
Yes, he has. Mind you, he's got loo roll. What, in World War II? Was there loo roll like that in World War II?
Of course there was. Did you do Chris's question?
Which was that? No. I'm just looking at the pictures.
Stop looking at pictures. Start reading questions.
There's a Sea King there.
And? You can go back to the Sea King.
Oh. Right, hold on. You can put it on Nape and you can watch him spray whilst I go back. Where's the question?
Tiny little things.
Hold on. Gonna find it. Right, we did that. Question for Matt. I saw you. Oh, we've done that. That one. Okay, Chris, yeah, I've got it. Good afternoon, everyone. Brilliant show this morning, as always. I've been looking around for a while now for a 148 scale World War II aircraft starter cart to no avail. After seeing finished models with them, also, does anyone do a 148 scale RAF personnel uniforms, insignia, rank decals? Cool.
No.
The starter cart, somebody does that as part of a set. I've seen it.
The starter cart?
Yeah, didn't Airfix do it with all their bits once? We had the starter cart, something else, and something else.
Well, 48 scale, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know, because they've discontinued that sort of, because they did an Albion truck, didn't they?
Yeah.
And was it a Bedford truck they did as well in 48? But that was about it, but they haven't been around for a few years. As for a starter car, I don't know. There must be a resin one out there. I bet somebody does a resin one.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Flight Path did one.
They could have. Who don't exist anymore. I'm sure chats will come to the rescue with this because they'll know. As for decals, I don't think there's any decals. Not that I know of anyway. But I'm not saying there isn't. But
I'm pretty sure somebody. I don't know if it was for RAF insignia, but didn't somebody do a load of Luftwaffe decals once, insignias and stuff?
Well, Archer did a load, didn't they? But Archer are no more. They've got.
Well, I was going to say perhaps it was the Archer ones.
I've got, and I know Tamiya does some, but they're 35th and 16th, you know. And I've got some Archer US ones, I think, and perhaps some British ones, but I've not. They're all 35th or 16th scale for what I've got, not 48th. So the only, I mean, we were looking at, you know, when we were looking for your Tempest, we found that really cool old Eddard set, didn't we?
Yes, which you can't get anywhere.
The ground crew and pilots and stuff that's long been discontinued. Whether there's anything in them for decals, I don't know, but I've never seen. You know what I mean? I've got the Luftwaffe set. I've got a 48 set of Luftwaffe personnel, I think, and figures, but I can't remember if that's got any decals in it. So I don't know. Chat. We need chat to come.
Yeah,
up.
Adam says that Flight Path do starter carts in 148 scale.
Yeah, but Flight Path's gone, haven't they? They're packed in. Thought they'd
they're on Hannants. Certainly, if they're around, Hannants will have them.
Occasionally, Hannants do. Flight Path comes and goes with Hannants, isn't it? Every now and again, they have a load done, and that's about it.
I'll tell you in a minute. But yeah, aren't they defunct now? Flight Path.
Well, it's part of Hannants, isn't it? So.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, Flight Path UK. All right. What was the other one I'm thinking who did all your bit?
My bit?
For the Harrier that don't trade no more.
Heritage.
Yeah.
So I'm getting those mixed up. You could have a World War II control tower. An interior. And they're in stock. Right, you can have an RAF Royal Navy torpedo handling trolley.
I've got 3 of them, please.
You can have a RAF Type D bomb trolley with £4,000 bomb.
Okay.
Wait, it gets better. This is it's on back order, Nave. It's on back order.
Oh no! Raise me up and then just dash me hopes. I don't know.
Oh, you can have an RAF Westland Seeking HAR3 conversion, but you can't because it's not in stock. I presume that's a modern one. There's a bit of stuff for a Sea King if you get a 48 one, isn't there? Didn't realise.
It does a lot of stuff.
Well, say it's the Flight Path set I had for my Sea King, wasn't it? I added the full conversion. but it terrified me to look at all of that photo etch.
An
So
RAF type. What's an RAF type Y weapons loader?
Another thing, lift bombs up onto pylons.
Oh, right. Okay. Right, okay. This is what we've got, but it's modern. We've got an RAF Huchin Mark 5 ground power unit, GPU.
That could be something like it.
And then we've got a Panavia Torn. What's that mean? What's that? That's got a different thing on it. Don't know what that is. Oh, we've got. Oh, sorry, it's a Tornado Eurofighter ground power unit.
Yeah, probably a bit modern.
That's not World War II, though, is it?
No.
Probably, ironically, still is the same blooming stuff they're using now.
Oh my god, this is RAF Type C Mark 3 bomb trolley for £1,000 bombs. Got some bomb trolleys. But what was it after? I forgot.
Power cart.
Power cart. No, not from Flight Path in their current catalogue. A lot of bomb trolleys and them 2 modern power units, but that's it. Up to date, is it? Somebody must do one though.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What the hell is going on?
All right, Nate, you're having a bit of a nightmare there.
It's just...
We're all watching you put your gear together. It's amazing.
It's, yeah. It's fiddly. Like watchmaking. Message.
It does look a bit fiddly, I'll give you that.
Yeah. Has anybody come good in chat?
Hold on. I'm just deburring.
There you go. I think Richard, we can get the starter from Airfix at Kingpit. There you go. Oh look, Dragon. Yeah, they did. Dragon used to do some figures as well because we was hunting for some, weren't we, Phil?
Yes, we were.
But they're all discontinued. Icon Era is 32nd. Yeah, we've seen the Icon Era one. Yeah. There you go.
Nice. Right.
Christopher's Sea King looks good, doesn't it?
It does look very good, that one.
So I take it that's the Airfix one. I think, is it?
Was it? I thought it was the Hasegawa one, wasn't it?
I don't know, actually.
Yeah,
I'm trying to work out this Hasegawa one with them instructions. It's not Airfix, is it?
No.
That's the bigger one, isn't it?
It is. It's the big Hasegawa one.
Oh, it's got some resin bits as well.
Nice.
Yeah, excellent.
Nice. Right.
What's Dave working on? Lead in his hue.
Yeah, if I've got mine in, it's fine. You just need to fill up that little void, and apparently it's fine then. I don't know which version you're doing there, David. I don't know if that's the who's one, but it should be enough in there. That's normally where I stick it on all of them. I must admit, I just did forget about it though. We've got a couple more pictures on Instagram.
All right.
So we've got here, this is the 1/87th scale Roter Sands German lighthouse.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Look at that.
Cool. Different, isn't it?
It is. I quite like that. Very nice. Cool. That's very good, that. Over here we've got from Alan R. This is the Hobby Boss Super Tucano, 48 scale.
Oh, I love that.
Nice markings. Very nice. Oh, look, PM mug, bonus points.
Nice mug.
Yeah, that's cool, that is. I do like it. Very, very nice job on that one. Cool, very good. What we got here? This is the 32nd Tempest.
Ooh. Is that the special lobby one?
I do believe it is. So, yes. Oh, this is obviously the Revell boxing, but it's still the special lobby kit, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, yes, very nice. If I built that one out, I'd have all 3 scales, wouldn't I? So I've got it in 48th, 24th, and then I'd have 32nd. No,
because yours is a Typhoon in 24th.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Looks the same, though, because it's the proper one with an air scoop engine instead of the radial thing. So
I'm sure Hawker would be proud of you saying that. It's just same plane.
well, they're very similar, just slight differences in the wings and a few bits, isn't it?
All the development that went into that in there.
Well, wouldn't the Tempest didn't have a unique habit of its tail falling off?
Yeah, that's
they
why
cured it by the time the Tempest come along.
Yeah, it actually had them braces, didn't it? On them. Yeah, strengthening plates.
Yeah, there's a bit of a bugger when you're flying along and the tail would just separate.
Yeah.
Design fault there.
Bit worrying.
Pilot toes.
Very nice though. Look at that, nice little detail in there. Very nice indeed.
Good.
Cool. Right, that's the only ones in there by the looks of it. Don't forget. Yeah, that's it. Cool. Very good.
So that Tempest looking cool, isn't it?
Very nice indeed.
Obviously, the story shows a PM mug.
Well, obviously, goes without saying.
That's going to take a lot of beating. Right, let's see if we can get some chipping done then on this.
Come on then, let's have a look.
Let's see what happens. It should work, but you know, now I'm live on camera. This is just going to get to
go to pop.
Go to poo. Can't swear. It's daytime.
Yes.
That's why Andy's not saying a word today.
No, it's fair. I'm quite happy with how it's all gone together.
You're not giving us a talk through how you're doing it.
Yeah, we were expecting a blow-by-blow account.
Exactly.
Why does my dog... What's up, mate? What's wrong? Sorry,
that's why I said quite this morning.
You've got, sorry?
I was deep in concentration this morning.
Yes. Yes. Look, there's Matt knocking one out on Mr. Bob Old Brush.
Yeah, look. Yeah.
Mr. Big Old Brush.
I'm checking the dampness of my brush.
Oh, is that what it is?
Not really, no. Just stroking my thumbnail with it. Right, we'll pull back a bit before we can start this.
Right, mate, you give us a break. I'll be with you shortly. Whatever it is, you'll be all right. Don't worry about that. It'll break. It's not a problem. Stood all over it.
What's up with Lola?
I don't know. She's very clingy today for some reason.
Do you know what it is? Because Tam's in there.
Yeah, probably. See? Nice to see I'm loved.
I know.
When she's not here. It's very rare she's in the studio with me.
Right, see,
down there, are you?
Because a little colleague came in.
That's
like,
it.
Right, so, usual thing. Paper towel, most important piece of modelling equipment you could ever own.
Yes.
What we will do is just unload most of this water, test on the thumb, and that's pretty damp. Right, that's not pretty damp, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
Slightly damp, if that. And what I'm going to do,
mildly moist.
if that's the word. So Phil's going to sort of commentate while I do this.
Go on. Well, you tell us through it. I haven't got a clue what you're doing.
The plan is I'm going to use the moisture out of the brush to try and reactivate it.
Yes.
So was this without any...
This is no chipping fluid. This is just straight paint.
So this could go horrendously wrong, everyone, so keep watching.
Yeah, because this might not work.
It might not work and just go straight back to plastic.
Yeah. It's shine on colours. It's almost like going through to silver.
Yeah.
To be honest, okay, so I've done this technique. Me and Matt have discussed this one. The trouble that you can find with it is you get slightly frustrated. You put too much water on, and before you know it, it just shears it all off. It just literally comes off too much. So it's one of those things, it's a little bit of patience, and you just keep going at it. Otherwise, what happens is if you over wet it and all the rest of it, you sort of reactivate the paint that isn't totally cured yet, and then it literally all comes away.
Well, let me just give you a look. When off camera, I was painting this earlier, and I presume the thickness of paint as well is going to affect this.
Yeah.
So as you can see, where I was obviously laying down the remnants of the rusty colour. Hold on, let me get that on cam. Can you see that? So I've done it off the edge here, look, and it's kind of wore through how I wanted it to do.
Yeah.
But like I say, you've only got a window before this stuff properly cures. Now, in hindsight, I've actually thinned this with their own thinner on this.
Yeah.
I might have been better thinning it with water. But Can you see that? That is actually coming off, look.
Yeah, it's starting to go now.
Once it starts to go, and you've got a lot of control, so you can just wear through.
Mm-hmm.
But what I don't want to do is actually do it on my tank.
Well, keep going at your tank before it dries off.
Yeah, well, that's my plan anyway. I'll wet this again. We'll keep a bit damp. But like I said, you don't want to get it too wet. You just want it sort of so you can feel a bit of moisture on the back of your hand.
They're asking in here, how can you clean your brush in dirty water? That's his cup of tea.
I'm not about no, look at that. It's proper clean. No. No wrong with that. Drink that. That's South Yorkshire's finest. So
Yorkshire tea.
That's why we ain't had any water for a week.
You're back up and running now.
We have got it, but the water pressure is rubbish. They're still fixing it. So yeah, I think I might have busted this because it's gone off. I think as well because it's quite warm in here. I might have missed me window of opportunity with talking. Oh, that's not going to work. I'll tell you what I could try actually. I'll tell you what I'm going to try because that is on there. So that just shows the durability anyway.
Okay, there is something else you can try, which is a little technique I used to do, is a little bit of Vallejo airbrush cleaner thinned down with water.
Well, I was actually going to try their own thinner.
Oh, well, yeah, I won't go straight into thinner because otherwise it might take it back too quick.
Let's just see. This is a test piece. Let's see what happens.
Go for it.
Not like it's a full-on model. So, pull back out of it.
Next will be a Dremel.
Yeah.
There you go. Back onto the thinner because this is quite mild anyway. So I only want a couple of drops in here. Because what I'm trying to get is the effect of it, like I say, been burnished, just been worn out, not chipped.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously the coat of paint I put on is way too thick, I think, as well. So that's not good. So try it with a bit of the thinners. Now, I say this could just strip it all off, but
Let's say that's why I tend to do a little bit of airbrush cleaner, 50-50 of water mix, and go at it.
Oh, this is well on. We'll put that lacquer thinners in a minute.
I'm glad I'm not there, otherwise he would accuse me of putting lacquer thinners on it or something. Matt always has a cunning plan. He's so cunning, he wears a weasel suit.
I'm thinking on my feet here. I have to get myself out of this while I'm live on the TV failing.
We're here till 5 o'clock with him rubbing at this.
You know what? That's not even shifted, that.
No.
That just shows how durable this is.
You need to show how good effect you can get with sanding it off.
You know what? That's going to be next. It's not even bloody touched it. Wow. I've got a tide mark, if that's any help to anybody. All right. Okay. I fail, so you don't have to. All right. So that's not worked out.
So plan B.
I tell you what, that's one for the outtakes, isn't it? Right. Okay. Well, back to hairspray technique then. Oh god, that was a proper disaster. Good job you can't see my face. Yeah.
Hey, I've been there many a time.
Oh, I don't think that was like you do test piece and you think, well, yeah, that's got good it's got something in it.
Yeah.
Obviously not.
No.
I think, to be honest with you, I do know what's gone wrong. Obviously, that's a lot of a lighter coat.
Yes.
And that's quite a thick coat, so it's not getting through it. So, yes. Oh well. Hey ho. Not to worry. Right, I'm going to give this a blast of hairspray. Let me show you my super brand of hairspray. Because I'm not getting the chipping fluids out because people will ask what hairspray are you using, see what happens with this. So this is just some, I don't know what it is, extra hold. To be honest, that's quite robust for a hairspray.
Yes.
But
it's what Matt uses.
It is really, yeah. You know, when you've got a lush full head of hair like me. So you will arm's length. Now covered in it. Give it a coat, grey. Hairspray, exactly, Paul. Hairspray. It weren't that. I was just testing the theory of if I could like wear through it, but I need something a bit stronger. I think that rather than just water, and I thinned it with that, and I reckon I would have been better off thinning it with just water and spraying it. So there you go, lesson learned. Anywho,
Matt, at least it wasn't live on air.
Well, you know.
Try it. It's all right, we'll edit this out.
No, leave it in. I like it. I don't mind failing. It's part of life. Yeah. I'm a dab hand at it at the age I am.
Lola, it's 3 o'clock. I'm not feeding you at 3 o'clock.
I tell you what, it's getting warm in here. It's getting like last summer.
That was amazing last summer.
When do you think the resolution will be in 4K? 4K what? What resolution?
What, on a live stream?
Yeah.
When
your internet can cope with it. It's not so much ours here, it's everybody's at home.
It's when it puts in high-speed internet all over the country.
Yeah.
I've answered to that one.
I've got 1 terabyte internet here. It's not a problem, but as everybody else's.
I haven't got fibre optic or anything where I am. Copper wires.
Are they getting rid of them in a few years? You'll have to do something if they're on about getting rid of all the copper.
Somebody's been round and sprayed the pavement with loads of markings. I don't know if that's the internet company or the water company.
That's for potholes, mate. It's cats with potholes.
Potholes in just to come and fill them.
Yeah. Spray a bit of paint around it. Oh look, the wife's back. Our internet's that fast. It did the Kessel run in 5 parsecs.
Right, if I just show here, get mouth yuck.
So, here we go, rub it in.
Rub it in. Right, no, so see, got the wash down in here. This is the thick wash on the bottom. So if you think you're just going to come in and rub this stuff off, think again, because this stuff sticks like the proverbial to a blanket. All right. So what we're going to have to do is, obviously, if you come in and just try and rub this stuff, once it's dry, nothing will come off. It's not like when you're using the traditional wash, which then comes away, because this won't. So you have to wet it. But because this stuff is properly in there, it comes off very, very slowly, and you can get quite nice patterns on the floor, as we're doing here. So if we just do this, and now we've got that sort of worn look, and in a minute I'm going to come over with a couple more colours. But this stuff, it's not like the traditional wash, which just comes away. But there you go. So we've got the floor coming through now. It's more akin to being like paint, as somebody pointed out to me the other day, because they've been using it, and they were saying it goes on like paint. But the great thing is it is reversible, so you can get it all back off. So you rehydrate it like we're doing here, and you can get it all back off again. So you can do very, very heavy, warm areas. You might remember it was just pure grey under here, like it was at the back. So you can see what it's doing. So we've given it a very nice textured floor. Just down in here. Pop around in these. And again. So really it's just a case of wearing it down. At the same time, I've just come along and we've gone down the back areas with a certain other colour, which may be called something in the future along the lines of dust and rain marks. So also I've put it down in here over the instrument panel, and I've got it up on here, and I'll show you now. So obviously it's on the back up here as well, so we're just going to grab a bit, and it's just to give a more dusty look to it. This is just the normal wash version of it, and then again we're just going to pop across here with it, and then we'll give it all a wipe afterwards. And we're just going to come on the insides, and again we're going to go over the black bits with it, and it should just give us a dusty type look. All right, so it'll just literally, come on camera, there we go, it's starting to come through like that. So we just let that dry. This, because it's the wash, is only going to take a couple of minutes to dry. It won't take long at all. And again, you can see that, hopefully the difference with the floor. So you get a nice grimy, because this is black over grey, so it's going to be the strongest you can possibly do. And then if you wanted to, you can just come along with the wash. So we've got the bits of the wash down in here. We won't go everywhere with it, but we just put this in some areas, and we'll stain this in as well. So again, just in some little areas just down on the floor, and then in a minute we'll blend that around with it as well. All right, so it's just all these different areas, and as I say, being the wash, it won't take long to come away, so we'll just wipe that off. So yes, that's how that one's coming. And then what we can actually do then, you can probably see it already drying down in here on the panel, so it gives it that nice worn look. But again, you can dry brush it with a damp brush with just water, just to take a bit off. But if you want it to be a sort of nice dusty rain mark look to everything, then that's what we're trying to achieve down in here. And obviously got a little bit too much in the folds of the seat, so we just suck it up on the brush. So it's a little bit too much on there. And then again, as we've got those, we can do the sides of the doors with it. Just this little bit of wash. And again, we just pop a little bit just down in these. Just to go around and do the bit. Just add a little bit normal. So really we're weathering with the light wash, if you like, than anything else. But this is all dry, and as I say, it's just still just need it to go. So you don't want to touch this until it's totally dry. So if it's got any wetness in it like this, just let it go. But you can probably see on here, this is drying already, purely because obviously you've already got a layer of clay, so it's absorbing itself, if that makes sense. So then you can just come along with a cotton bud, and we're just going to blend a little bit of these all in, just to give that sort of worn look down on the floor. So you've got the darkness in there and a little bit of the light stuff. Okay, just pop in some of these panels. Just going to distress. A little bit on the seats. A bit off of these seats at the fronts. And again, let's pick up a dry cotton bud. There we go. So it's just got a nice warm, distressed look to all of this now. And again, once this dries off, we'll do the same as well. We'll just buff all this back, and then we can actually get it all together, hopefully.
Good job.
So we just need it literally to dry. So once this is all just totally dried off, we can go through and really get it together. Nice. How's everyone else doing? How's it going, Andy?
All right, I'm just painting the reverse side of me seat bolts with
that.
I'm using
Sorry about that. Carry on.
using the Leo sand, which was just like the first one I picked out of my cupboard that was almost a similar colour, that was an acrylic.
Yeah.
Then once I've done them, once it's all dry, I'll just go over them with a very, very thin wash of oil, which I've got. It's a shadow brown that I've just mixed up into a thing. I'll just decant some and thin it even thinner. Just go over them with that. Just give them that aged look.
Nice, nice, nice.
And if you go in, it's the anti is in. The rear armoured shield, sorry, is in. Just if I do it, let me just take some of the. So I've just gone out with oil. Just I've chipped because it's metal. I've just chipped some of the. You probably can't see it on camera. Where are we? Oh, you can't see it anyway.
Yeah.
I've just chipped some of the metal, paint off it. Just give it that distress look. You can't see that at all, can you?
Did your chipping work?
My chipping?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfectly, yeah.
There you go. You should have done the demo then.
Yeah, but mine's a metal photo etch part, and I'm just
What, you just flicking paint off?
You use a pair of tweezers and pull the paint off it.
If it worked though.
It did work, yeah.
If it works.
Well.
Exactly.
Whatever works, that's the key.
Yeah, and not what I tried. Anyway, what's happening up in the...
That's just the law of sod, you know that.
Oh, right, here we go. Got some more. Oh, paint question for Nathan.
Right.
From Gavin. Here we go. Right, I'm about to paint a Hasegawa Desert Tornado in AK Gen 3 British Desert Pink AFE, which is for tanks, I think. Is it a good match for Desert Tornado Pink? Do you know?
I think it's a different colour, but
I think it's a bit pinky in it.
Once you've weathered a tornado, I mean, if you weather it to bits, it's like 15 different shades of pink and sand and all sorts.
What you're going to do, use that as a base coat and then go off it, lighten it up.
Yeah, it's a good start.
I reckon if you lighten that up with a bit of desert yellow-ish, you'll get a... Because it'll still have that warm, pinky, reddy hue, won't it? But it'll be a bit more... less vibrant. I ain't got any of that colour here, actually.
I mean, I'm guessing, let's see what the decal companies all have the full mission markings on them. So they're always like, all the decal sheets are for end of Gulf War.
Yeah.
So they are absolutely filthy by that point. So I think it'll be all right. It'll weather up, and lots of grime and dirt and lots of touch-ups as well. If you look at them, they're all over the place by the end of the war. There we go. Just get some pictures and just go mad on the weathering.
Yeah.
So I'd do it. So I've started with extra acrylics, and by the time it's finished, it's nowhere near the colour it started. So I would really just treat it as a license just to go. You can't really go over the top with weathering them things.
I say loads of pictures online of how they looked, so just use them as a reference, isn't it?
Well, every decal sheet that's ever done is always got the full mission markings on, so it is going to be a late war one. I mean, the ones to look at when they come back to the UK.
They were all absolutely hanging, weren't they? So
there's lots of pictures of them at air shows after the war, and they are properly filthy. They were just never cleaned. And
no.
When the paint came off, they were quite fussy. The one thing they were fussy about, if the paint came off, they resprayed it, and they resprayed it a different colour. Almost like they gone to B&Q and just picked up something pinkish.
Famously, there's that picture of the Chinook, isn't it? So obviously, major part of the downwash on a Chinook is where the blades overlap in the middle of the fuselage, and it had washed all the colour out of it, obviously being sandblasted and with wash as well, and it was actually green in the middle. So it was like, buff at front and rear, or sand, front and rear, but the middle section is actually back to grey and green.
Yeah,
where it washed through.
You see some of the tornadoes where they've been touched up, almost looks like the touch-up was hemp.
Yeah.
Which was another colour they used during the Gulf War, didn't they? So,
I think it's not technically the same colour as the tanks, but I don't think it matters. Really don't. So it'll be fine. I'd do it.
Yeah, it'd be cool. Quick one here from Lee. He says, you might want to call me nuts, but I bought the 32nd scale Trumpeter Lightning F2 F6 kit. And then he goes on to say about, does anybody do any aftermarket decals for it?
Yeah, there's loads in there.
He's looking for XR724 and XR728 or XS904.
Well, you're being a bit precise with that, but
That's an F6. Okay.
To be honest, you do need the aftermarket decals with that kit because they printed the left-hand side back to front, didn't they?
You're in with the chance because they're the preserved ones.
They're
the ones that were at Bruntingthorpe if they're still there. Extra decals have done aftermarket for that aircraft.
Don't go near them.
It's extra decal or nothing, I think. Yeah.
Not extra decal.
Everybody loves extra decal. They're really, really brilliant.
Very underrated extra decal.
They're really good.
Very under quality.
trying to use them.
They look great on the backing sheet.
They look great.
They look great.
Yeah. That my Beaufort ones were out of register when they messaged them and they said, "Yeah, they're all like that."
That's how it was in the war.
Yeah, thanks for your help with that one.
I ended up buying another set off eBay. The chap had got the photo of the actual ones he was selling, and they were okay.
Oh,
yeah. I think you might have a bit of a bunch of look at extra decal and sort of get creative. I think with some generic lettering.
Yes.
That kit's coming back out apparently.
Yes,
But I'll tell you what. Actually, I'll tell you what. Model Alliance do some. Is it an F6 though?
Yeah, one of them.
Oh, this is for an F1 and an F2 and an F3. But they'll be really good decals because they do look pretty smart. So I'm doing a bit of research as per usual. There's a lot of Lockheed Lightnings.
I think if the kit comes out again, that tends to trigger the decals being released.
Yeah. Extra decal. Oh, they only do one F6 set, and that's a camo one. And it's XS903 is the number on it.
What they'll do is get in touch with Crafting Well and see if they can do anything.
That's a good point. Yeah, Nige and Lisa on the Crafting Well. They'll do. Yeah,
it's big enough to. Be
some stencils. Yeah.
Right. So momentous occasion, as you can see, we've now weathered up the inside. So, as I say, it brings obviously the central canopy or console, I should say, to life. We've done the overhead panel, and obviously we've done the instrument panel as well. So it's literally just the wash, let it dry and then buff off. You probably saw me do that. And now we're going to try and bring it all together. So I reckon, because obviously I don't know if it has a particular way of this going together, but I'm assuming all the clear parts go in afterwards, which it looks like they do. All right, so this front section fits actually very nicely. Come on, there we go. So he's going to fit in here, and we now know it's not a tail sitter, and obviously you can see it all in there. So what I'm thinking is good old-fashioned proper glue, which actually I've been using on this kit because it's quite big and chunky, so it's allowing for it. I'm going to get out the needle. There we go. So we can just do a little bit along here. Just do a little smidging around the bottom. There we go. And then we'll glue the front on. So we can get this in place. There we go. And to be honest, the great thing about this, like we say with Bandai, everything is a big plug fit in. So you don't really get any problems with big joins and stuff like that. You can see in here where the glue's just coming through, which is quite nice. We like that. Means it'll be a nice good fit. We just give it a bit of a wipe. So that's on there just like that. I think it's going to need a little bit of a nudge, so I'm just going to hold it. But once that's in, we can get the top on, then we can get the doors onto it. And then we're going to do a little quick bit of back masking. So I'm just going to run a little bit of Tamiya tape on the inside of the clear parts, and then we can get it over to paint. So yes, coming along very nicely. So I'll just hold it here for an hour and a half, and we'll be fine. So yes.
Good day.
Happy days. So how's it going, Nathan?
Do you know what?
You wish you'd done it gear up.
No. Hats off to, well, the person that came up with the original design for this undercarriage must have been on something. But Airfix have done a brilliant job. I mean, it just clicks together with a bit of glue.
Nice.
Work. You have to be super careful not to put it on backwards, which I might have done. Look at that. I mean,
it is a bit of a work of art doing that particular fold up.
It's when you consider it was a carrier aircraft.
Yeah.
That's punishment it must have taken. You thought they'd have had something a bit more standard and I don't know.
Because to me it looked a nightmare when Edard did theirs, because they did photo etch and everything for in there as well, with all the pulleys and you know chains and whatnot that do all the mechanics of it, and it's like, my God, that's a job and a half, isn't it?
Does any designer gets given the Wildcat to do is brilliant. What a great aircraft, and start looking at this and go, oh my God. But to get that in styrene in 72 and the The miracle is when I test fitted it, it's straight.
Yeah.
I was worried the aircraft's going to be on a squiff, but no, it's fine. It's just a matter of, you can see I've worked hard getting it together. I've rubbed half the paint off.
Yeah.
But no, it's grand. Hats
It is
off.
a bit complex in there.
Just a bit. It's bonk. That's what it is. Yeah, it looks the bee's knees. It's just lovely.
Oh. Very nice. Matt's busy spraying. Are you going to try and chip through this as well? Oh, good. Okay. We'll be cutting to Matt very quickly as soon as he's finished spraying. Right, well, we'll be chipping it off before it dries.
Have a sweepstake, reckon you can do it or not.
Yeah, that's it. Place your bets now, everyone.
We'll be going back to lacquer paint at the end of the day.
Yeah. But no, he's L-netted this now, isn't he?
He has done, yeah.
So he'll be all right now.
It'll be grand.
Okay, so look at that. Beautiful fit. Very nice. So once this little bad boy is on, we'll be popping the top on.
It's a nice change from like Matchbox Marks doing a modern kit that fits well. There's no drama.
Yes.
Shell asked me why I wasn't doing an egg plane. I sort of completely forgot about it.
Well, I should say, we were talking about this on the forum. It sort of got a little bit overtaken with Matchbox March, didn't it, really?
Yeah.
The entire egg plane thing.
I enjoy the egg planes. So we'll get finished in once.
Oh, good job. Matt came down with some more tape. I'm almost out of tape. Okay, so... So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tape up all the windows, and then they're all going to be not glued in yet, and then we'll be able to come in afterwards, well, in theory, and we'll unmask it all.
I don't have a mask set for this at the moment. I'm not looking forward to canopies.
Put that on there. Looking good. So, hold on. Get that one in. Comes to something when you're using the bit around the cardboard tube, but it's only masking, so it's fine.
So there you go.
Okay, right. There's the doors. A few rear doors. Right, let me just cut back over to the chat. Yes, James, I agree. We do need a new scale, 48 scale Jaguar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have a feeling we might see somebody else's Jaguar come back out next year, but might see the Kitty Hawk one return under a different name.
Not the 32nd one.
No, the 48. I must admit, it makes you wonder if Trumpeter will actually release that one.
No.
We think it was done before they did the Intruder.
You think Airfix would do it?
No. I don't know. Airfix, I think, would probably have a poke at it if they thought nobody else's was coming out. But I think if they think somebody else is going to release it, you know what Airfix are like. They tend to keep away. Which is a shame. Because knowing Airfix as we do nowadays,
That's getting...
Would be very nice.
It would be.
Are you happy with that, Matt?
Well, we'll see what happens, eh? At least he's got a chipping coat underneath, so we'll see what happens. We will see. We will see.
Yeah. Look, that's what you call getting your money's worth out your Tamiya tape.
What are you doing? You're using it.
I've used all my last of the roll right the way down to nothing. Well, it's 3 o'clock. Gotta get this thing into paint by 3:30.
By 3:30.
Well, I'm just allowing for drying times and moving ahead with it. And fantastic Tamiya tape as brought down from Matt from PM Stores. Just saying. Quick, get the adverts in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I had to run around the shop this afternoon, haven't we?
Not yet. We will in a minute. Hold on.
Got orders, latest orders. Who's ordered what?
When's the sale finish?
Monday midnight.
See what I could do with being right-handed.
No, left-handed's the way.
Yeah, it's not for me for camera though. Yeah, look, it's chipping. Look.
Matt's left-handed, so he's got his camera on the right-hand side.
You've got your bent.
Because I'm doing that, and then I can't because where the camera is here.
Yeah.
I need it more like that, to be honest. But yeah,
he was weathering his wall. Then for half of it, he switches over to his right hand.
He's ambidextrous.
That's because left-handed people have to adapt to a right-handed world, isn't it, Nathan?
We live in a right-handed world.
Yeah. But then you couldn't see what he's doing because he's now switched over to the other end.
You can see what I'm doing now.
You can now, not on, when I was on the wall where I don't. Cutting lots in.
Without even thinking, my missus has set the kitchen up for right-handed people. She doesn't. You don't think of these things. If you set up your own model bench being right-handed.
His hand's right-handed.
Andy's right-handed and Isla. But my entire family are left-handed, all of us.
Yeah, me and Lydia are left-handed.
Cheryl's left-handed and Sam's right-handed. Left-handed. Sending me half of this right-handed.
Do you know what? I think driving's better if you're left-handed.
It is. Not that I know, because I'm not right-handed, but...
Well, driving in the UK is.
Why?
Because your gear stick.
Yeah, but surely the most important thing is your steering wheel.
No, you need... Well,
don't bother me, I've got an automatic.
You're taking your hand off your wrong hand onto the gear stick. What about your steering wheel?
Well, it's supposed to... You're not supposed to be steering and changing gear at the same time, are you?
An automatic.
That's what I remember my driving instructor said. You can be turning a corner and changing gear, but you're not supposed to be inputting into the steering wheel at the same time as you're changing gear.
If you have to, and then... So poor old Johnny runs across the car in front of you and says, well, I couldn't steer because I'm changing gear.
That's what you
my driving instructor said.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Is it working, Matt?
Yeah, look. See? And it's working on that top panel that I couldn't chip before. It's a bit hard to see because obviously it's a bit dark, and it's wet. But yes, it's working.
How many layers of hairspray did you put?
2. Probably could have got away with 1, but I wanted it to actually work because no matter, I put 1 on and I'd be even more embarrassing than the last fiasco. So it's a bit too much water. Just
right. So just do this, and I'm right there. just for speed's sake, we'll just super glue this back in. With me super duper magnet glue. Drop a kicker. Soon bolt this little bugger in.
You got super glue out.
Yeah, it was only because I've had to take off the front of the fuselage because I didn't put my windows in. It was easier to do them afterwards. Well, not my windows, but get it all in there. That's all right. That's in. Give that a sec to dry, and then I'll do it again with the other bits. There we go. Right. Okay. James says he's waiting for a delivery from Royal Mail today. It says it could be between 7:30 p.m. So it could be 7:30 p.m. when it's delivered. Don't think they work that late on a Saturday or holiday weekends too. John's working. He'll be on tonight. He'll tell you all about it. How he's been struggling on.
Oh yeah, he'll tell you.
Yeah.
God, I'm not going to even dare ask what. It's the old, what colour's the undercarriage?
Oh, God.
White. It's white, isn't it? Oh, no.
If you look at pictures, there's like, some are in primer, some are black, some are grey. So,
go with what you've got a lot of. To answer the question about the chipping, the turret that Matt's working on, it's the Tamiya Walker Bulldog. It's just been re-released.
I don't think it's been I think it's been out for ages.
Oh, is it?
We've got damaged box ones. So
is that where they all came from? Right.
Yeah, we've got a load of damage. Well, we're one less now, so if somebody buys it, Bandy should take one out of stock, really. Seeing that I'm using it as a test bed. Yeah, it's just the Walker Bulldog. Oh God, yeah, the Walker Bulldog. I will show you the box. It's actually, if you want just like what I'm doing, something to play with, and I literally built it within an hour. It's that kit. Sorry. Pull the old camera out. It's that kit.
Nice.
I built it yesterday within about an hour. It's really simple kit, but obviously it's an older one. But if you just want something to practice, like what I'm doing, they're all right because it's cheap, especially these damaged ones as well. I mean, that's the damage there on this one.
£13.99.
There you go.
And there's not many left. So
in this day and age, that's not bad. You get figures with it and stuff. It's proper 70s one.
Yeah.
But
yeah, not many left to get away can. Only got 7 left.
But perfect for playing with if you want to just practice stuff.
Must admit, I thought you were going to do I expected you to do Tamiya KV2.
Yeah, but I won't want to use that as a test bed.
No, true. Yeah.
These things are a bit sort of, I won't say disposable because that's not really the right term, but
yeah,
this is just. I mean, the hull comes. You don't even stick all this on; it comes moulded on.
Yeah.
So obviously got the idler and the drive sprocket and a couple of just the light wheels here, but that's it. So say unclips. Job's a fizzy fish, isn't it?
Still think they should release the motors for them just to be a giggle.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
But I like this one actually ain't got the holes underneath. Like the early ones had the slots.
The slots, yeah.
You've obviously got that bit where it, this bit here where it attaches. But yeah, it's. I mean, if you want a more detailed one, get the FB Club one.
Yeah.
That's the newer versions, but this is, for what it is, it's all right. It's just like, again, it's a nice little test bed. And my ear spray's working, yay! But you could do it right. I'll tell you what, this would be good for, this kit, because it's, it's not really that detailed and stuff. Is if you want to do an abandoned one, that's what I was looking at on the internet. Just there's loads still left in Vietnam, isn't there, and stuff. So you could have it hanging off your helicopter.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you could have your was it the CH-54?
Yeah, Sky
53, 54, isn't it? Sky crane. Yeah. Doing a heavy lift.
Yeah. Really? Who was that?
Not me.
Not me.
Not me.
Guilty.
Me then.
There's no way of getting this.
Is that a quarter on Nathan's desk? Is that a dime or a quarter you got on your desk there, Nathan?
Is a quarter.
A quarter.
About the size of a 10p.
Yes.
I'm doing. This is a picture build as well, so. Trying, sort of, I'll get there to do an aircraft from every theatre in 1943.
Nice.
So I've got $1, but it's a bit short on one side.
Yeah, and he's breaking the law by defacing American federal currency.
It's brilliant for seatbelts, honestly. Whereas ours is plastic, isn't it?
Canada started it. Theirs was plastic years ago. And then ours has gone plastic.
It's just all right.
What does Australia have?
I don't know. I've never been down there. Do they have plastic money or do they have real money?
Those countries going plastic. Let's see what.
What's the thing with the Australian dollar?
Yeah.
Unlike the Canadian, how come they cut the dollar on and not the pound?
I don't know.
Because obviously they was part of the,
British.
The Empire.
the empire, the realm.
The realm.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Good question.
Answer is because they can.
Because they didn't want the pound.
Yeah.
It's only by name, isn't it? It's not the same
Yeah, but you
currency,
thought,
is it?
like with
Yeah.
with the empire and all that. You know what I mean? It's
After all we gave them, and then they
Yeah.
You said that, Andy.
Yes.
You're on your own with that. I'm going to look at chat because somebody's going to tell me in chat because they're a bright bunch.
Some of it.
Apparently, Australian money is plastic.
Oh, here you go. It's good because then you jump in the pool, we don't have to let it dry up for hours.
Exactly. What did the Romans ever do for us? And the Normans.
Yeah.
And the Anglo-Saxons.
and the Greeks, and the Greeks never came over here, did they? But they gave us democracy and
Philosophy.
laws and science and
Yeah. Until they turned up, we were eating roadkill.
yeah.
We were running around with blue faces. That's what you was going to say.
I wasn't going to go there.
Yes, you was. I could tell.
That was the northern cousins, wasn't it?
You could all be your tribe in wherever.
Yes. It's all right. The Cornish still are.
Cornish are Celtic, aren't they? Oh. Ouch.
What have we got? I have a British... Sorry, Lee says, I have a British question to all. Why do the Americans say afterburner and the Brits say reheat? Well, that's why we say aluminium and they say aluminum.
And we say tomato and they say tomato. and we say Tamia and they say Tamaya.
Yes. And they're wrong in everything.
God. It can't beat a nice bit of aluminium.
That's it. For vehicles. Lola, it's 3:30. I'm not feeding you at 3:30.
She's getting earlier.
I know.
It's a snack.
It fooled her for about a week when the clocks changed.
Give her a Scooby snack.
Needs a Scoopy snack. Lola snack.
Yeah. Right, here we go. The Australian dollar was nearly called the Royal, and Australia invented plastic polymer money. Spoken like a true Englishman. Danelaw, that's what we had up here in Donna. Danelaw.
So it's Australia's fault that we've got plastic money.
Except for I come from somewhere where we were ruled by the Anglo-Saxons, not the Danes.
Yep.
And
the Middle Lands.
We lived in Middle Earth.
Yeah, they're basically hobbits.
You know what? We did the DNA test. I'm 1/4 Scandinavian.
Just 1/4?
I wonder if that's the Viking blood.
But what's the rest of you?
What is that?
Another 1/4 Britain.
You're a true Briton.
There's not very much Anglo-Saxon at all.
No, thing isn't it? They did that test program a while ago, didn't they? Where they were, you know, what's it mean to be British? Or so I don't know where they were doing it, and like, I'm like a Viking, or I'm like this, that, and the Roman, or so. And half of them just turned out to be British, as in a proper Brit, if you want to call it that.
I'm like half. I think the Anglo-Saxon bit is like 10% or something. For Northern Britain, that sort of makes sense, doesn't it?
You'd think.
Celtic, Scottish, and Scandinavian mix.
Have you ever attempted to have yours done, Phil?
Mine would be pretty boring. I'd come back because, as I say, I don't think there's anything particularly fancy in any of my lot as far as I'm aware.
You'd come back as a Cockney.
Cockney, yeah, I would do actually.
We're Cockneys, you know.
Yes, proper Cockney from Cockney land.
Just have to wait to the Black Friday sale because they're not too expensive.
What, to get a test?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's one of those random Christmas present things that people get you.
I think it's quite cool, actually.
I've got one arm that's Irish, one arm that's Scottish, one leg Scandinavian.
You find you're not related to any of your relations.
Yeah, you find out you were hatched.
Yeah.
It just gives you it in like a descending percentage.
Explain that, Mum and Dad.
Right, well, I didn't really think this through when I was doing all this about how we're going to paint this. I had it in my head, and now it's all gone out the window.
Why is that? What you done?
Well, I thought about I could just mask all the interior like we've done down in here so far, but then I forgot about them big gaping holes under here.
Can't you fill it with some foam?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, is stick in some sponge.
I
was just trying to be clever. Then the idea was I was going to somewhat tack it together, then undo it all, and then put it back together again for the glass to go in. So none of this is actually in place yet, but I thought we could get away with spraying it just like this.
But James has put, we live on an island, we must have come from, but our island, we joined to Europe, but we joined to somewhere else, weren't it? Before we separated, before the sea risen after the Ice Age.
What, Brexit 1?
Brexit, what, Ice Age 1?
Brexit 1.
There was like a little land bridge for ages, weren't there? Till it
got called Doggerland.
Called what?
Doggerland. That's where all the dogs
where all the doggers go.
That's where they all went, into the sea. That's where you get fish, a dog, a German bite, all that sort of fish.
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't know where the dogger phrase comes from.
Yeah.
Need to be watching Time Team to learn useless stuff like that.
I used to like Time Team for useless stuff. Are they bringing it back?
Yeah, it's running as it's on YouTube.
Oh, is it a YouTube channel now?
Yeah.
Is Tony Robinson still doing it?
He does the occasional little special, but he's not on it.
He's knocking on a bit now, isn't he?
Yes. Bless him.
Well, this has worked out a lot better chipping wise than my first effort, so I'm quite pleased. I've redeemed myself. I'm not a complete failure.
Right. Get rid of that.
tell you what does look good. You know where I put the dark olive drab on that panel I was trying to chip?
Mm.
I mixed the lighter green up using light green, funnily enough, using that colour with the olive drab. And actually, it looks. Let's see if I can zoom in. See if you can actually see it without it blurring. Oh god, that's a bit close.
Yeah, too bad. There you go. Yes.
Just dry that off. Can you see?
Yeah,
can you see that?
Yeah.
There's not a lot of contrast, but actually, I quite like that. Because I think my red's a bit red, if I'm honest. My undercoat could have done with probably being more of a whole red colour.
Yeah.
But for the sake of this, actually, I don't think that looks too shoddy. Something to work with if I wanted to carry on.
Yeah.
So there you are, it has worked in a fashion.
Yeah.
I used to like digging up my back garden as a kid. All I found was stones and
some random pot.
Yeah, because I think our housing estate was built on an old factory. There's lots of bricks under there, and there's some other random junk, but nothing exciting. No Saxon hoard or
a load of gold.
Yeah.
Right. What I'm going to do here is try and put down a coat very carefully around certain areas. And then,
what do you do?
We are using some real colour.
Yes.
RC231, which is field green 34097.
Are you going to put yourself on full screen so we can?
I can do that. Hold on.
So we can see.
So you can laugh.
Full HD. Oh, gets the flack off me, doesn't it?
Yes. Okay, I'll screw this up nicely. So I'll just.
Have you primed it?
No, I'm not worried about that.
Have you degreased it?
No, we're not worried about that either.
Okay. Ooh, living life on the edge.
Absolutely.
While you're spraying that, I will check on stuff on the chat. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So Ian sorted out a solution for his undercarriage for his spacecraft. His Starfighter spacecraft. Which, when Phil is finished, he'll show the pictures. Looks good. Good solution that. And Glenn's managed to put his lawnmower back together.
Nice. Has he mowed his lawn though?
Well, I don't know about that, but he's got his lawnmower back together. Bad news is that it worked. Unlucky. What's he done? Well, try matte painting advice on Thursday. I think I've been using the brush that was too wet. Yeah, you need to proper unload and unload and unload. That's quite a cool little head you've got there. Cool. John Best, and he's been deckling.
Nice.
Been deckling his thing, and he's got Pete Mitchell on it, whoever he is. Never heard of him. So, how they going down? So they've worked well. Enough with my first soul. I've been working until 4:30, and then So it's coming along. Don't rush it. No rushing. Oh, what do I need? Krista's put you need this chipping scratching brushes.
So are they available from AK or MIG?
Actually, Green Stuff World, I think it is, or from Green World.
Right.
Are they like them glass fibre brushes?
I bet they are.
Green Stuff World, yeah. Look, they look a bit coarse, but yeah. Ooh, D9 dozer.
Oh, we like a D9.
Continue to ever is D9. That's Richard. I tell you what's a proper lump, isn't it?
Yes.
It's a real lump. He's got a book on it, Phil. You need to buy yourself the book.
Oh right, okay.
Yes. All good. Right, James is off. See you later, James.
How's it done?
Yeah.
Bye.
No quiz tonight, James, I'm afraid. Oh, they're all disappointed now that there's no quiz.
Quick now, chuck a quiz together.
All about the Wildcat.
Huh?
Yeah, questions on the Wildcat.
Yeah. Oh, he did mow it. Well done, Glenn.
We got on ChatGPT. Here we go.
Put it on, and it'll say what's the scientific name for a lynx.
Here we are. Here we go. Right. Me. 20. I'm going to get ChatGPT. 20 question. 4, 2 quiz. They'll do it, you know.
That's it. We're all going to be made redundant by chat.
Okay, the questions are a bit easy.
That's good. We might actually be able to get one.
Which country invaded Poland to start the war?
Ooh.
Oh, that's hard one.
Right, make it harder. Can it do that?
Yeah. Right.
Oh, it's done it as well. It's making a harder one for you. There we go.
What was the name of the first soldier who crossed into Poland? Ah! Including his rank and unit. Oh.
Yeah.
What was the name of the Soviet offensive that surrounded and defeated the German Sixth Army at Stalingrad? Because it asked you what was the name of the German invasion of Russia, and it's changed that to what was the Russian name for the operation?
Ooh.
I listened to a full podcast on that, and you know what? I still can't remember.
What's the name of the Japanese admiral that planned the attack on Pearl Harbor?
I know that one.
Yeah. That's the easy
I won't say it in case we use these questions for later.
It is mad what ChatGPT can do. Soviet fighter plane that's the most produced in World War II.
Oh, God.
Dermovik.
I'm going to have to ask it now. Give me the answers. This is the problem. I can't
Is this the problem? It doesn't give you the answers.
No, but it will if I ask it. This right, can't do quizzes anymore. People just type it into ChatGPT. It's giving me the answers.
So what's the one to that?
Yak 1.
It was the Yak 1, was it?
Oh. Well, who was right? What was the real name of Lord Haw-Haw? God, that's an hard question.
Cecil.
Jeff.
Close.
Brian.
Bill to his friends or William Joyce?
Oh.
Don't need to do pub quizzes anymore. You just go on ChatGPT, you see.
I used to love pub quizzes. The beer was really nice. And the cheese and onion sandwiches used to get.
Nathan had them for lunch.
So have lunch, yeah. With bargain booze of all places.
Bargain booth.
Are they in date?
For people who don't know, there's a small story to this. As we all went on to lunch, Nathan found out he's been locked out of his own house.
Yep.
After his partner's taken the keys to go shopping.
Nate, what time's she back?
Well, that's the worry, isn't it?
Because this is Ange we're talking about here. You know, you could be locked in there for days.
A while.
You'll get a text saying, "I'm down in Birmingham."
Yeah, stopping there for
I've decided to stop for the weekend back Monday.
What you need to do, Nate, is ring a locksmith.
I'm thinking it was either a brick or go get my dinner from down the road. There is a pub around the corner, so we'll be all right.
Yeah, at least they got a toilet.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a text message saying, "See you later. I'm assuming you've got the keys." And I put a text message up an hour later. I was like, nope, I don't have the key.
I don't have the keys.
Never mind.
Did you text her back afterwards?
Pardon?
She know you haven't got any keys.
Give her a phone call to find out how far she's got.
So Shav's actually left the house.
Oh, she's gone to Cheshire Oaks, about 30 miles down the road, to buy a suitcase for the holiday in July, because obviously that's a high priority.
Oh, yeah.
To be honest, that sounds like my other half. Like, why are we worrying about it now?
Trying to persuade him to go hand luggage only, but it's not working.
Do what?
Trying to persuade Ange and Isla to go hand luggage only, but it's not working yet.
You might be pushing it there a bit.
Yeah.
If you're going to France for a weekend, maybe what?
Jesus, you ought to see how much luggage we took down to Phil's.
Yeah.
You've seen that?
It's ridiculous, seriously. 15 suitcases.
I think for every eventuality.
Oh.
Not going to downsize your car anytime for a while, then, eh?
Might be looking for a new one, to be honest.
A bigger one to fit more suitcases in.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought he was going to turn up one of those roof boxes on and all the rest of it.
A trailer.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, U-Haul trailer on it.
getting like an F1 team. We have to have about 15 optics to.
The first time we came down, we had a roof box on and full of stuff.
Yeah, but you were camping.
I'm about to say, yeah, we were going to call afterwards.
Put the thinners in here.
Sitting there watching the screen thinking, why is Phil filling gaps in?
Hey?
Looking at it thinking, why are you filling gaps in the bottom of your helicopter? Oh, it's Nathan.
Mute yourself. Sorry.
Back myself into a corner now. How am I going to hold this? This did it. Right, just do this and I'll be right there. Bollocks. I mean, fudge. Do that. Perfect. Do that. Close enough. Right, I can just sit. Be on there. Right. Okay.
Chapter chat. Let's have a look.
How's it going? Right.
All right, I think. Let's have a look.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. So, hi Matt. After applying the hairspray, do you have ample time to work the chipping in? You do. Excuse me. You do with acrylics. Lacquers tend to sort of neutralise it after a bit. You can do it, but it's a bit of hard work. But acrylic should be okay, yeah, because you've got a barrier, haven't you, between obviously the paint underneath, obviously your hairspray barrier or chipping fluid, whatever you're using, and then the paint on top. Yeah. So, yeah, probably this has worked all right because I've used the road thinners where I was playing about again with the hairspray. I wanted a really worn winter whitewash on this chap. As you can see, that's really, really worn. And I used water.
Hold on. Where are you? There you go. Go on.
And I use water for that, so you can really, chip it. But you're using XS, aren't you? So it should be all right with X28. Should be fine. Yeah. All right. So then brushes are glass fibre, plastic, brass and steel.
Ooh.
All right. Okay. I'm sure AK does something like that. I know they do the fiberglass ones, fiberglass brushes.
One thing I bought years ago that I meant to experiment with, just see if it worked or not, was one of those sandblast air brushes.
Oh yes.
I've never actually tried it.
To be honest, I had a quick go on once. I was sent one of them on loan.
Yeah.
From Paul at Little Cars, sent me one down and had an experiment with it.
They can mess, don't they?
Well, yeah, but also I must admit it was that thing about it doesn't seem to do much, and then you've gone too far, which is very real, the real thing.
Yeah.
So it was one of those. I had it just to have a quick play with and see what I thought, and I just didn't see the point of it in the hobby. It's not like you're taking old paint off.
Yeah.
What is the point of it in the hobby?
Well, yeah, you tell me.
Well, I think you like leading edges of wings and things, so like say we'll get sandblasted if you were say in Africa, wouldn't they?
But the thing is, I found when I tried it on Buster, because that's all it actually went on to, it was that thing about, it takes the paint off and then like the real thing, you go straight down into the plastic and before you know it, you're eating through the plastic.
Yeah.
Sounds ideal.
So, yeah, it was one of those where I thought, I can see the point, but not in the hobby. I can't see actually where you'd use it.
Difficult to control.
Yeah, very. But again, I only had it for a couple of weeks, so I'm sure people had it a little bit more would be fine.
Can we have a look around the site, Phil, before we...
Yes.
Any show?
So look, we're going on till 5.
Are we?
Are we?
Yes.
You are.
Because I can't finish because I'm doing this.
I can't finish because I can't get my flipping house.
So me and Nate will stay behind. Right, go on then. Keep going. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I'm watching Nathan thinking, waiting for you to turn the screen back over.
No, go on.
Nathan. So obviously we've got 15% off all model kits and 20% off Kinetic. Can we just have a quick look at Kinetic a second?
Kinetic. Kicking-ka.
Kicking-ka, yeah. So these are all 20% off the prices, but the prices are our original prices, not Kinetic's new prices. So, for example, the Mirage 3E, we've got our original price was £48.99. The new price for that retail price is now £65. Our 20% off is actually our £48.99. So it's a massive saving now on what the original. All of them are massive savings compared to what you originally would have got. For example, the F18 at the bottom of the Royal Maces one, which is a very popular kit. Our original price was £60. Now it's £59.99, but the retail price on that now is £65.
Yes.
And some of them are silly prices. The CF18, the Canadian one, with the demo team one, retail price on that is now £75. We're selling it now with 20% off. It's $43.99. So very big savings on them.
Yes.
Big savings.
Big savings.
Big savings.
Don't forget, this sale's going to go right the way on until Monday.
Well, at least till August.
Yeah, we're like DFS. We're just going to have 2 sales every year, be a week off between both.
No, it's on till Monday. Sales on till Monday because we'll just run it for the old bank holiday.
Yeah.
and then yeah, it will be ended. Dry brushing. What's your opinions on dry brushing? I've got this little dry brush.
I love dry brushing.
You see, I think I'm getting back into dry brushing. It's not a thing that's been in fashion again, is it?
It's a quick way to do your cockpits.
But I think for raised detail, like and a bit of wear. If I wanted to, you could do that. Like probably what I was trying to do on there. To be honest, you could dry brush it, especially on the raised edges.
I think it got to the stage where people were doing it a bit too.
What, everything with dry brush?
Yeah. So like going over every single nut and bolt with a lot lighter colour and just like made it a bit too much, but
a bit too contrasting.
Yeah.
Bit same old.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is when everything's done, but I think it's a good tool to have, and they can do some nice effects with it. So. I didn't do this morning, which I'm really a bit annoyed about. I was going to set my oil palette up, and I completely forgot. So, yeah.
It's time now before this evening.
Yeah, well, I might do just to have a play with this. But yes, I was going to do a bit of oil work, but I forgot. Got sidetracked. I need to clean my airbrush out, so I'll have to mute myself in a minute.
That's all right. I'll be doing that tonight then.
What are you doing?
Probably this. I'll be finishing this off.
I thought it'd be done by now. It's supposed to be a wargaming kit.
Well, look, I've spent some time refining this by weathering and doing stuff.
Have you?
I have, and I've just had to literally. I'm hitting it with the super glue now because I'm trying to get it done ASAP. But here we go. Look, here's how we're looking. So we have helicopter. I don't think the green's that far out. By the time this gets a wash and all the rest of it, I think it'll be absolutely fantastic. But it's coming along very, very nicely. You can see here, we just done the black, on camera, label, black bit on the front. Come on, there we go. So that's all down in there. So that's good. So I've got to put the glass work in, which we're literally just trying to do now. And then I'll get that in. And then these doors can go on the said side, which actually work well. I'm probably going to have these slid back in the open position. Down in here is the plan. And then we'll obviously put the rocket pods and that on the side. And everything else. The rotor, as you saw, has just gone into paintwork, so I'll get that done and sorted out in the break as well. But generally, I think we'll get the clear parts in this in the next sort of hour, easy, and then we'll be on a roll, really. But again, bit-wise, I have to say, very nice indeed. This side needs a little bit of something. Yeah. But yeah, scaling that, I think it seems mega. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it looks really good. Christopher's asked a question for Matt. Don't like MIG and Vallejo chipping fluids. I'll get some cheap hairspray. I wanted to chip a localized area. First, should I decant the hairspray and airbrush it on?
You can, but I just do it straight out the can. Sort of arm's length.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, the chipping's only going to affect the area that you want it, what you use in the water on to chip it with, isn't it? Yeah, you can even if you spray the whole bottle and spray, and then overspray it. But you can still then just if you want to say do a fender on a car or something, you can just spray the whole car, but then just chip that fender or something. Or
is that like a wing?
Yeah, but it's American. See, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, are you talking American English?
Oh, he's changed American now.
He is, yeah. He's speaking the lingo and everything. He's proper fluent.
Oh, fluent in American.
Yeah, he speaks fluent American.
But you can decant it as well. Yeah, you could just squirt it in your airbrush. I've seen.
Yeah, to be honest with you, that's the way I tend to do it with hairbrushing and all the rest of it. I literally just come along, decant it, spray it into a little cup, and then spray it.
It says, "Welcome to the club, Andy." I'm learning Australian next, but that's a bit more difficult. So
you just have to put, fuck in it a lot.
A lot of swearing in
it. As we were finding out earlier, you just have to drop the F-bomb in there a few times, and you're fluent.
Oh, Colin's doing a little fucker.
Oh,
a little fucker.
Everyone likes a little fucker.
I think is that the artillery kit, the old Esky kit. I don't think it's the Airfix one. Ooh. Looks quite cool, actually. What's wrong with a fucker friendship, is there?
Nothing at all.
Nine. So what? The clear parts on the old Rubicon kits are very clear. They're not all proper crystal clear.
That's that time.
May I ask what the brush is above the orange-handled scissors, please? I'm looking for who's got orange-handled scissors in shot.
Me.
Or is it me? Oh, no, not
Or is it you?
The brushes above mine. Mine's on my racket behind me.
Must be you, Phil. Where's your orange scissors?
They're here on my desk.
What's the brush above them?
What?
Oh, it's not. It's just my big jumbo wash brush. I don't know. I'm sure it doesn't mean me.
Well, you're the only one with orange scissors.
Sorry.
Orange
It's just
scissors,
my
yeah,
big
right
brush, which I did the washes with it. I have one brush for just for washes. Has a bit of tape down through the middle, so I don't contaminate anything. So that's literally it.
Really?
You don't want to contaminate your brushes. Keep them fresh for the wash.
Brush care is very important.
Captain Magenta says Andy will be having eggplant and zucchini for tea.
Oh, yeah?
Eggplant?
That's
aubergine.
aubergine in English.
Oh, it's an aubergine. Got you.
And zucchini is the green thing. What's
Courgette.
Courgette. That's it.
Say what else you'll be having? Some cilantro.
Yeah, is that oregano?
Isn't that a drink, or is that? Oh no, that's Cointreau.
Yeah, no oregano.
That is dead confusing when you watch like American YouTubers for cooking when they use their words for the thing. Like,
Oh, yeah. It was Phil. You're the one with orange handle scissors.
Oh right.
Is
Okay.
it your knackered is it an Italeri brush or?
I don't know which one was actually. It was just Creatives, one of their synthetic ones that I use.
Sympathetic brushes.
Yeah, it's sympathetic.
That's one of Phil's better ones.
Don't knock it. Nothing wrong with these brushes. I've had them for a long time.
I'm looking at the way the bristles are at 45 degrees.
Everyone has a go of my brushes, but you know, they're okay.
Tell you what.
Kids, if you are watching me do this, yes, I am super gluing the windows in. But don't worry, I'm a professional. What could go wrong? And if not, it's going to look like a shower curtain window in here.
That's a result of a filler.
When you use Flory wash, do you use a satin clear coat before the wash? If you were going to weather with oils after the wash?
Yes, I just tend to put a satin coat right the way over for the washes because again I want it to have a bit of bite, and then that way you can go straight in with the washes literally, and that's the way I've just finished doing the Tempest. So literally straight in with the dark dirt wash right the way over. Once you're happy, then literally, you know, same step just with the oils. I don't reseal, go over the top or anything else like that. If you want a really filthy look, because the wash will get caught in the texture, then you can go over a flat finish. Same way it goes the other way. If you go over a gloss, it will just purely be a panel line wash then, and it will just be in your panel lines.
Robert says, in the auto body department, they sell a sanding pen for touch-ups. This is good to remove ejected pin marks, small areas, and firm holder to sand. Oh, and a firm holder to sand. Is that must be?
Is that like one of the fiberglass pencils?
That's got to be, hasn't it? Surely.
Because that's what they seem to use, isn't it? That's.
Got one somewhere, but
I've never tried one. Have you got any, Phil?
No, I did have one years ago because they were called like a scraping thing, wasn't it, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know. No, I think it's one of those things. I never used it, and then it's gone.
Yeah, I've got
over
one.
Time. So, but again, I think it's one of those things where if you probably learnt how to use it, off you go. But I had it for donkey's years and never used it.
Yeah.
You know.
That's one I've got.
Hold on, coming to you. Yeah.
Which is unbranded, so you just got lots of.
You have to be wary with those because you get a bit in your skin.
I don't know. I've got Teflon skins. So.
Yeah, but if you get them in the skin, it's like an irritation, isn't it?
Oh, I imagine so, yeah.
I thought that's what the downside was to those. If you've got a fibre in your skin, it's a bit of a nightmare.
But it's fair. I mean, you only have like a little...
Yeah, a little bit up.
Oh, that's what I need to do.
What's that?
Right, just bear with me. My paintbrushes are from the States.
Oh, God.
American paintbrush. I'm going to the United States in July.
Oh, yeah?
For a couple of days excited. Yeah.
There you go. Nath, now you've said it, he's going to give you a bloody list.
He's
going to expect you go state to state getting all his stuff.
Well, the student says, I may have missed the reply walking my dog. Was wondering what's the best clear product to choose before oils.
I tell you what, my latest and greatest, and I'll change my mind every month as I usually do, but honestly, I do like the AK 3rd Gen acrylic. It's got absolutely fantastic. It's great. It just gives a really, really nice finish.
As long as it's an acrylic product or a lacquer product, you shouldn't have many problems, should you? And it's all right. Then a choice whether they want the acrylic or a lacquer.
I've been using this one and absolutely love this. It just gives you a really, really nice finish right the way over it. And then obviously for coming in for weathering and that lot over it. But also my biggest thing is it buried the decals on my, did the Jumbo F15, the 32nd one, went down really well with this over the top of it, just hid them totally. But more importantly, they did a great job on this thing. Because I had trouble with it peeling, the actual top skin layer and all of this, which I might have mentioned in the past. And it's got, those decals have gone down absolutely beautiful with this thing there. Very nice indeed. So that's my latest and greatest, and it's gone back to being an acrylic, which is most unlike me.
You see, you switch back.
Yeah.
Yes, there isn't there. 3 more patches coming out.
Yeah, the British one.
British one, Israeli one, and another one.
Saudi
one, is it?
Yeah.
Not me says testers. But the thing is, we don't get testers in this country, do we? Easily, so
no.
Yeah.
Everybody's here.
No, not anymore, do they? Was it Hannons used to bring it in, didn't they?
No, testers used to be creative.
Creative, sorry, yeah.
Is testers still going then?
Yeah.
You don't hear anything from testers anymore, do you?
You're supposed to with the IDF one, at least you can paint it a different colour than Hello Drab. Hello Fresh.
Yes, nothing wrong with a bit of Hello Drab.
This one for Matt.
Is it?
It says, yep. I need a full, concise reply. No. How much can resin parts shrink? Do they shrink to a certain degree, or shrink they to a lump of resin? Or shrink they to a lump of resin? Do resin parts shrink, Matt?
No, I know of. No, shouldn't do. Only when you sand them.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had any particular shrink.
I've never had resin parts sink.
Not resin. Resin's rock hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
As in solid, if you know what I mean. So no, I've never known.
I wish when I was trying to put some cockpits in the past, they'd shrunk.
Yeah.
Andy, you've got a question on our chat from Nigel 617 Squadron.
No, the kinetic kits are already priced. They've already got the 20% off. Yeah, so it is as is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the price is the. There's no more. No more
You're
discount.
Not having any more discount. That's your lot.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'd be selling them for less than.
At £28.79, that's not a bad price in the grand scheme of things. Oh, look, here. South Carolina Army near National Guard patches are light gold grey.
Mm.
Oh, right, I might reread that. I thought there was some South Carolina Army National Guard patches. That rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? That were light gold grey. Oh,
They did do experimental ones. It wasn't like it wasn't the light gold grey. Didn't they send them over to somewhere? I've got a feeling it was Afghanistan, but it might have been somewhere else for trials with it, and it didn't really work out.
What, in gold grey?
Yeah. Well, ghost grey, wasn't it? Like ghost grey.
Was it? Oh, right. You put gold grey, but I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they sent some over. It was only like an evaluation thing, but it didn't work too well.
Why? What happened?
Well, you could see them.
See them coming.
That's your problem.
Well, it's a bloody big helicopter. Of course you can see it coming. So if you paint it yellow drab, does that make it invisible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally.
Oh, right, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Do you guys have any experience with aircraft models?
Nope.
No. Afraid not. No.
They make are they brass? I'm looking to what they are. I think they're like brass undercarriages and so like cowlings and things.
All right,
Like the I'm not sure they're 3D printed or cast. They might be 3D printed actually.
Oh, I love this drill.
Yeah, they are 3D printed, definitely. Look quite nice actually.
So I do that really silly thing that people do when they do carrier aircraft and do one wing out, one wing folded.
No.
So it looks like it's going to fall over.
How'd you get wing fold on that, do you?
Do you know what they've done for you? Is they've given you basically completely separate wings. So the set of wings here.
Oh, yeah.
Still. For the wing fold, top and bottom.
Because they fold back on that, don't they?
Yeah, they're going to come like this.
Yeah.
But given this was like Henderson Field, I don't think it'd have been sat there with its wing folded. It's quite like the carrier aircraft all folded up.
So what scheme are you doing it?
I'm doing a Marines one.
Oh, okay. Is it in the box?
Yeah, straight out of the box. It's this one here.
Oh, okay.
It's got like a faded, weird colour. Based at Henderson Field on Guadalcanal. I'm guessing that would not be appropriate to fold the wings.
Probably not, no.
Oh, apparently aircraft models have got replacement canopies for the trumpeter lightning.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll tell you what, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm putting all the windows in with super glue. But actually, it's working really well.
You animal.
I say, I've only got 2 to go after this, so you wait. It'll screw up and fog like an absolute sod on the last one because I've spoken about it. But
Yeah.
You still got a trumpeter lightning, Matt, or did you sell it?
No, it's long gone. Long gone, that. A few years ago, got rid of that. Apparently, Henderson Field was muddy and dusty.
Nice.
You can get to town.
Weather it then, Christopher. I can go.
Weather it to death.
And that says,
Annette
says, "Hi all, I'm late to the party. Hello. Or are you early?
You've got us.
Or early for tonight.
Ah, well, that's yeah. I mean, there's another 40 minutes today. It's afternoon session.
So we just find
Now it's been extended. It's me forward thinking.
Yeah.
No, because you've got to change the blooming times.
No, it's not that. I did actually do it deliberately because I thought there's no way I'm going to be able to get this thing done.
Oh, did you put 5 o'clock on the times today?
Yeah, it does actually say everywhere 5 o'clock. So I thought there's no freaking way I'm going to be able to finish this thing in time.
I can't go anywhere.
Cactus
Nathan-
Air Force.
That's it. I've locked Nathan in. He can't actually go anywhere.
Hey, you can go, Andy. We're done for the bit. We can just come back later and sign off.
Like, do you know, it's a shame that they've not done it so you can take one wing off and put the next one on. So Henderson Field, by all sense of the word, was an absolute something hole.
It was a very nice place to be.
I'm sure it's a nice place to go on holiday now, but mosquitoes and dysentery, I'm guessing then.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
So in small series, a sanding stick is too large for detail sanding. Is the same feeling of sanding as a sanding pen as a sanding stick. I use it to get into hard to sand parts to level it out. Try it. I have used mine occasionally for doing ejection pin marks. Yeah, like I said, inside wheel wells and things like that. It's like difficult to get to. Does seem to do the job.
Phone keep pinging. What's going on?
Perhaps it's Anne saying, "Are you in? Can you get something for me inside the house?" Well, I could.
Well, all the jobs I was supposed to do between shows, obviously, couldn't do.
Yeah, that's it. You've got a good excuse for not doing all the jobs.
I'm just going to be home at 3 minutes past 5.
Sink full of dishes, and she'll say, "Why don't you do the dishes?"
And I'm going to be cheeky enough to say, "Bring
food."
I think it might be a Mackey's tea tonight.
Oh,
that's the question. Do Americans call McDonald's Mackey's like we do?
Golden Arches, isn't it?
No, they call it
Burger King.
Mickey's, don't they? Or is it Mickey's?
Call it Donald's.
I think they call it Mickey D's. They call it. We call it Mackie D's.
Not Ronald McDonald.
Just call it Mackey's round here.
Yeah.
Just call it McDonald's. Well, that makes sense because it is the name.
Mackie D's, look, they call it.
Mickey D's.
Mackie D's or Mickey D's, don't they?
No, we just call it McDonald's.
Yeah, Mickey D's. Why Mickey D's, not Mackie D's?
It'll be a regional thing. Some people will.
Yeah. Yeah, Christmas said they just call it McDonald's.
Around here, they call it fine dining.
Yes.
Or total shit talk with bomb craters. Is that the same question? Or
yeah, that's McDonald's.
Was that a different conversation?
That's a different conversation, but you know.
It does aptly describe McDonald's around there, actually.
So, my American friends in chat, I might need your assistance in some paintbrushes from King Art.
King Art, I could really I'm in New York. If an art shop sells it, I'll get
it is King Art brushes. And obviously they're an American, a USA company. And you don't think they do ship worldwide, but
he's tight and won't pay the shipping. Everyone.
No. I'll pay for the shipping. So Christopher, I'm looking at you. Basically,
you have been volunteered.
I noticed, just changing subject matter, sorry. During the World Cup, on the billboards in the background, you could see like McDonald's adverts, but they had all the different names, what they were called throughout the world.
Oh, Christopher, they're called Donkin. That's a good name for McDonald's.
Right then, Christopher's ready and on the site. What I'm after is
2 of everything.
Some 920 series golden. Tell some ultra round number 2s. Have they got any in stock?
I have to write that down, Matt.
You'll need to put in the thing. 920 number 2s round. I think that might come up.
What's so special about these brushes then?
I just want to try them.
They're USA made, are they?
There he is. He's on it. Look, Christopher's on it for me. Good man.
They're made in America.
Yeah.
Look at that. Clear parts all in. No fogging. Well, yeah.
Give it time. Mind you, you've got the doors open, so it's not going to fog, is it?
Well, possibly.
If not, it's going to have dusty windscreen.
Do we have it with the doors on or off to put on the slicks? I think they do the doors anyway because of the weight.
Paul's right. I have, Paul. You are absolutely correct. And I'm to see what they like.
Right.
Have you learned out from it, Paul? You must watch it as well. What are you doing with that?
My little sander thing is a bit of a raised ejector pin. Now the fit is perfect.
Oh no, it's a thingy, mate. Hold on, it's the. Let me tell you what it is. 9020 series.
902, I know. That was a TV.
Yeah. Is that the
Beverly
Amazon?
Hills?
Yeah.
I'll have a look in a minute. That's the one. Look, I'm just putting chat. There you go.
I used to love that TV show.
Oh, look, Amazon. Let's have a look. Oh, look. Currently unavailable. But yes, they're the ones.
Look.
Oh, they're unavailable. That's a bit of a poo, isn't it?
Right, come back in stock.
Yeah, they're the ones.
$7.99 a piece. That's not a bad price.
No, they're not too bad.
£5.50-ish.
Something like that. It's not bad for a proper art brush.
Artists.
Yes.
Can you get us 3 dozen then, Christopher? And
sell them on the store.
Let's get a box.
So yeah, is that the one? Yeah, that's the one. How many do we want? How many do you want, Andy?
I'm all right. I was thinking for the shop.
Yes, we know who uses them. Get it off the chat. We know that.
Who uses them?
Stop name dropping. I know who uses them.
Oh, that's why you want them, all right? Because it's been.
I want to see what they like.
I see.
I want to see what they like. It's one of them things where I need to satisfy my curiosity, shall we say.
It's been
I've got all like Kolinsky sables and stuff, and they're a bit, they're not designed for that work. So
you've been fanboying, haven't you?
I've been fanboying. I have actually. Yeah, why not? I'll admit it. I'm not ashamed.
There's a lot worse people to fanboy over than.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's this? Bob Ross?
Bob Ross.
Who?
Bit of Bob Ross.
Bob Ross. Can't beat Bob Ross.
That's it. He does some good stuff.
He does.
You know. It's mad when you go to an art shop and there's still loads of Bob Ross stuff everywhere.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
God rest his soul. Did he make no money from it, as I was reading once? I'm sure I read somewhere he actually didn't make a penny all the time he was alive.
No, he didn't. And his paintings got given away or something, didn't they?
Yeah, I saw something like that.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, never actually made any money.
You have
Strange.
to make money as an artist, don't you? So. There it goes. That's a shame.
At least he did better than Timey Kangaroo, John.
Yeah, we don't talk about him. Operation U-Tree.
What shall we have? There you go. Please. Let us know the damage. PM me for the damage and the thing of shipping, mate, and I'll get some money over to you. Top.
You should become the UK importer.
Well, I should, but you know,
you can be bothered with all.
Now everybody's running off. They've been on left by the time Christopher gets on there.
Yeah, quick order now. Everyone's thinking, look, that wants
quick, Chris.
Flory effect's going to come in.
Right, I need some King Art number 2 round, wherever they are. Yeah. Yours. Right, suppose better make another palette for me playing. Oh, I'm gonna have to move this. In fact, I'm gonna clean my airbrush first, and then I'm gonna. Nice one, thank you. I say, let us know the damage, and I'll sort you out.
Right. Anybody need anything else?
In fact, Phil will sort you out. He can pay for it for me. As a birthday present.
Do you know what? For $8, that's not a bad price for a brush, though, is it?
No, not really.
No. If it's, like you've said, if it's designed for the materials we use.
I'll tell you what, Nath, it's a lot cheaper than airbrushes.
Yeah.
So this is my new fetish, paintbrushes, which is cheaper than airbrushes. That's how I'm looking at it.
So he's moved away then from doing this. So as I say, this is the 2023 thing of collecting. So next year you'll see thousands of brushes behind him.
Well,
hang on.
hey,
Well, I'm saying this a new fetish. New means like new, not definitely not a new fetish.
Hey, I've got 4 pots of paintbrushes here. 4. You can't see them on camera, can you?
I just call it a fetish, not a new fetish.
You know, I've got my broken toads and my Windsor and Newtons. These are the good ones. What else have I got in there? Some red grass gaming. The Tamiya super duper ones for Zukimoris. I don't know. There's loads. That's the fine brush. And then loads of them AK orange. I like them orange handled AK ones. I've got to admit, I think they're pretty good for their money.
Yeah.
Them anti-Tulare brushes. So, but yeah, I ain't got any Flory Sanders. I'm not allowed any. Phil will send you some though.
Grab them whilst they're there. Last stock's going.
No, he's on about your special collection.
Oh, right. That's what my own collection, my personal use.
Yeah.
For my own personal use, officer.
Yeah, but you're going to trade them for my paintbrushes.
Oh, okay. Thanks for that.
You're welcome. No, not really. I bet he's got loads of them left. Right, I'm just going to mute myself while I clean my brush. Back in a mo.
Okay. So apparently in Germany it's called a McCosts, which translates to McPuke in Germany.
Well, I'm having a Big Mac and apple pie tonight.
Yes, yucky D's. Yeah, apparently he never sold a painting. When he died, they were bequested to a lady friend who still has them, and she will not sell them either. Oh, right, okay.
Oh, his muse.
Apparently they do Bob Ross action figures.
Oh, that is something we need.
So I suppose someone's getting paid. I must admit, I did used to, it was my thing when I was at school. Bob Ross used to be on at 11:30. So sit there and watch Bob Ross whacking one out. Just a big old brush. He had like a cult following when I was at school in sixth form and that.
He still does.
Why did you watch Bob Ross at 11 o'clock at school?
Because he was always bunking up.
Like a free period or whatever it was, or whatever I thought I'd call it that week.
That's what they called art class. Just put him in front of Bob Ross on the
that's it.
The TV on wheels.
Yeah, it was one of those big TV that's right up in the air with a VCR under it.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not drilling out the back of these to be making them more lifelike. I'm doing it so I can stick a cocktail stick in there. Oh, look, Matt's on the Peckham Spring, Doncaster Springs finest water, seeing as he's got no water at home. You're muted. Unmute yourself.
So, Phil.
Yes.
No doors on a Yui, mate.
Yeah, not on the slicks. Yeah, I know that. I didn't have doors because it's weight reduction. I haven't put them on.
Do you know what? Speaking of Bob Ross, I've got a happy accident. My control column's not in straight, but the ailerons are separate. Look.
Hold on.
That is a proper happy accident, mate. Control column's just off to one side.
Yeah.
But look, separate control surfaces.
Absolutely. You see, bit of movement in your modelling.
So that is the classic happy accident.
Absolutely.
Andy likes to control sticks, don't you, Andy? Is he not answering? Has he gone quiet?
Is he sticking his fingers up again?
He's what?
Gonna kick you out.
Has he got trouble with his Spitfire control column? Has he lost that as well?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for his windows to fall out.
Crack his canopy.
Crack his canopy.
There's nothing wrong with my control stick, I can assure you.
Don't jinx him.
Where it is.
Yeah, I'm going to jinx him now. You wait.
Oh, which control stick are we talking about, Matt?
What did you lose your control stick out of?
Do you know? I can't remember.
There was something not that long ago.
He's got his radiator, his control stick.
It was years ago, that was.
Was it?
I pinching it out of a HE111. What was it?
I don't know. You've lost the steering wheel off that truck.
I've lost it. I've definitely lost steering wheel off that truck.
Some messy model of it. Somebody else trying to see the mask just creeped in.
Half an hour of painting a figure.
I nearly resurrected me Hellcat that we're doing today to get that window back in.
Do it tonight.
Yeah.
What about that albatross finished?
That's me in it. It's up there.
It's just the decals and the.
You what, sorry?
It's when the closer you get to rigging, all that and find you to build well and stuff.
Yeah.
Nigel says, anyone idea what the new formula is for Vallejo metal colours?
No, but it's definitely changed.
Yeah, we were discussing this on another live show, weren't we? Because it's more fragrant.
Yes, it's definitely more fragrant.
Another one like.
So in Vietnam, then, if you're in a Huey, in your gun Huey,
Mm-hmm.
and it started raining, you'd get wet then, would you?
At least the worries there, really, isn't it?
I was about to say, yeah, is that really what you're worried about? Didn't you get that in your Wessex, Andy?
Wessex.
You get wet in a Wessex if it's raining sideways.
I've never went in one when it was raining. And to fair,
Mind you were in Cyprus, weren't you? So it's probably pretty bloody hot in one.
Yeah, he's cooking in that instead, sweating.
yeah, slightly different temperatures.
Hot and smelly. Oh my God, I can't see.
God, nor can I. Where's my proper magnifiers?
I need to switch cameras.
Where's me power 3s?
I need to put some optivisors on. I need to put some binoculars on. Jesus.
Think downwash handy. Yeah, true.
Think what?
Downwash. Might blow the wind. Might blow the rain away. Eh?
Isn't it every Vietnam War film? It's always raining, isn't it?
Depends if it's in rainy season, wouldn't it?
Mm.
Yeah. See you later, Peter. Peter's going.
Where's he going?
Probably to McDonald's now. We've been talking about.
Yeah. Who said he could leave? Somebody shut the doors.
Yeah, come back. Don't leave us.
Captain Magenta says, sure you're not confusing with Van Gogh.
Who?
Oh, Bob
Because he
Ross.
never sold any things either, did he?
No,
No, paid.
no, we're definitely on about saying, you know.
Van Gogh definitely had problems though, didn't he?
Did he the one who cut his ear off?
Yeah, he had proper mental health issues. He did.
Well, he did if he's cutting his own ears off.
Yeah.
There's a clue there, isn't there? Something. Right.
I watched a program about him, and he wasn't a very happy chappy.
Stable.
Right. So, we're somewhat getting there. We're back on track, everyone.
What track you on?
Well, all the windows are red. I've just painted me thingy with jigs. Yeah.
Is that like the
screen wipers?
audits?
Clears are all in, all the bits in. It's actually looking really, really smart. I think by the time this gets a wash tonight, weathering tonight,
Are you?
you know, all right, might be the wrong colour, but not worried about minor technical difficulties.
Are you cracking open the oils as well as the wash?
I might, yes, I'll be cracking open oils. You know me. Suit me, sir.
Sultan of Swing says, I want to scratch build a Blue Thunder from the 1980s film. Any decent Alouette kits still available, anyone?
Don't just buy the thingy one, my one. Well, we got them in stock, haven't we? Where are they all gone now?
It's a Gazelle anyway. It's not an Alouette.
Oh, sorry, Blue Thunder. Yeah, sorry, wrong one.
In 48 scale, what you wanted, is the
Ashima.
No, that's Airwolf.
No, they did it as well. They did both. They did Blue Thunder and the
Yeah, they did, but you can't.
Airwolf and Blue Thunder.
Yeah, but that's really hard to get. He's on about scratch building one.
Yeah, but you will need a gazelle if you're going to do that.
What's that kit we got with the helicopters? You know, like the Sycamore and the
S&M.
Who?
S&M models. Did they do it?
Oh, look, he's got one. Look.
Or you can get that one. Look, still sealed.
No, the S&M one was a 72nd one. I think he was 48th, doesn't he? Like Micromere and the other company that's attached to it does helicopters. We've had the bloody hell, I can't think what the company's called. Somebody in chat will tell me. AMP, thank you, Martin. AMP do a 48th Gazelle. But I think you do a lot of scratch building.
Yeah, that's a bit.
It says apparently it was a modified Alouette.
No, it's definitely a Gazelle. The Alouette doesn't have a solid tail. It's all, just metalwork on an Alouette. It was definitely a Gazelle. There's actually, if you go on YouTube, there's a really interesting program all about it, and it talks to the pilot who used to fly it, and as he pointed out, it was about as aerodynamic as a brick. And as he says, I know helicopters aren't aerodynamic anyway, but he's had arms like a bodybuilder after flying that thing.
Darth Muzzer says, anyone heard about the makeup of Tamir Extra Thin and how it's basically the same as their airbrush cleaner?
Oh, God.
One is 50-50 butyl acetate to acetone.
Okay, I'll bite on this one. This has been going on for years, literally years, but it is not. If you read out the ingredients, it's a bit like Coke. They've all got the same ingredients with all the cola companies, but it's what actually the different slight variations in them and percentages and stuff like that. The thing you have to be worried about very much is that if you put the old tool cleaners or, the airbrush cleaners through it, if you put too much on, it'll physically melt your plastic, which is what people were finding. You get ghost shrink marks come back with that stuff.
So it has been gone a long time, hasn't it, where people have been talking about...
Oh, God, it's been years and years and years people talking about it. You get somebody gets like the usual YouTube thing. It goes round every couple of years. Somebody's like, oh, did you know you could use? And why do people get ripped off and all the rest of it? It's no different from saying where you get people saying, oh, make a Tamiya X28 yourself. All you need is some IPA, some flow enhancer, and it's exactly the same. Is it? Not really.
He says, watch the Blu-ray extras yesterday. It was definitely an Alouette. We did, the one we're talking about, was that the series? And did they use a different one for the film?
No.
I thought that Alouette was a completely different thing.
It is.
It's got rotor things on top. I ain't got a clue.
See, my point is, right, this is an Alouette. Or is there a difference between an Alouette and an Alouette 3?
An Alouette 2 is the one with all the scaffolding.
With the framework, yes, this is it. This is an Alouette 2, isn't it, with all the scaffolding out the back?
Yeah, and that's an Alouette 3 there.
That's an Alouette 3.
Put the Alouette 2 on.
So this is an Alouette 2.
But you've still got a thingy rotor at the back and all the...
But obviously the Gazelle, it's
got
the same engine.
Now put Blue Thunder on.
I was going to see if somebody had it down in here. Hold on. So, so where is it? So, Blue Thunder, hold on, is... So if you look at the tails and everything, they're exactly the same as a Gazelle's got. So, yeah, it's just... Hold on, let me find a picture of Blue Thunder as well up here. Blue Thunder. Ooh, lots of pictures of... We want pictures of the real thing. Where is pictures of the real thing? You think it'd be hundreds.
Did look cool though, didn't it?
Yeah, I always thought I was more of an Airwolf fan myself. Where are we? Where is the actual thing? I like the way it comes up with Airwolf helicopter. There it is.
There's a cool picture of it flying alongside a Bell Jet Ranger.
So where's that? Is that the real thing? Oh, look, I've got a picture here of the real thing in a scrapyard.
All right.
Somewhere, if I can get a bigger picture.
Oh, poor thing.
So, yes.
Was that a mock-up one then?
Yeah, these are obviously the mock-up ones they use for the crash scene and stuff like that.
It crashed.
Well, it did at the end of the film.
Oh, you ruined the film for me now.
Sorry. Spoiler alert. With his fuel tanks exhausted, he landed it on a thingy. But if you look at the tail of it, and then here, and obviously even the body until you get to this bit, and then obviously it goes from being, you know, yes. I was going to say, who gets that? Blue Thunder. Yeah, there's the one. You too could own a Blue Thunder. I take it that must be at Disney, not Disney, whatever it is, Universal Studios tours or something.
It's like it, doesn't it?
And it was difficult to fly with all the modifications on the front, made it.
But it was
Front heavy.
Yeah, let's say there is a thing on there. It talks to the pilot, who was the pilot for the scenes of it, and he was saying you get a full workout after flying it. You know you've been flying it because it's really heavy on the controls. So, as I say, because people say it's the dolphin, but it's not the dolphin. The dolphins are way bigger.
Yeah.
I said that weren't even out then, was it?
Well, no, I don't think it was even out then. Yeah, you're right. But yeah. So, it's one of the SAS ones. Yes, interesting. Look, Nathan sanding.
Because that brush built it up, I ended up with a bit of a seam.
There he is.
I'm tempted to just one of those kits where you think I get another one straight away. It's really good. Ice cream is here.
It's like he's had his sunglasses on that while he's
Yeah, with my man. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been on his sunbed.
It's sunburnt around his forehead and cheeks.
That's that. You know what? That's the thing I struggle with painting figures, because it always looks really weird until the end.
Yeah.
When you have to be all together, you know what I mean, with the final bits. But it's that, like, really pushing the highlights and the shadows, and it just looks really, I don't know, yeah, odd.
It does look like some woman who's got really bad contouring makeup on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Gordon says Phil is not contravening copyright laws by broadcasting those Google images. No, they're Phil's own pictures he was showing that he took.
You can show images, that's fine under fair usage. Can't play the film though. I'll get a copyright strike.
They don't play any music.
Yeah, you can't play the music. That's the trouble you get. Right, I might have made a small faux pas here.
Why?
Because the framework which goes to the fuselage for the guns and rocket pods, I've put on back to front.
Oh no.
So it's all right. I just need to twist and rotate the guns through a through a few degrees, and everything will be fine.
It'll all work out.
It is. And amazingly, I know this one won't, because this one just did. Let me show you on camera, because it just actually worked. I never thought it would. So what was it? What it was this way round, and obviously what I need to do is I've got a backbone. It's got a thicker one to the rear, thinner one at the front. So here we go. So the guns are facing the wrong way. So I wondered if we just turn them round. So you wait, these ones will snap off now. Sod's law. Oh no, we're going to go as well. Look, there we go. Fix the problem. No problem. Suit you, sir.
Like a pro.
There we go. That's it. And then these will hopefully go in here somehow. Not quite work out how these go, but I think it's something like this. Yeah, there's a little bit of doesn't quite show you where it goes now, but at least we're in the right direction. So I've got the rocket pods here, which will paint and weather as well. So they're going to go on. Oh, sorry. They're going to go on here as well. So once they get painted and done. But yeah, it's a little bit vague on where it actually goes on here. So I'm guessing it must be in here somewhere. Is it in front or behind? Not sure. Anyone know?
No.
No. Not too sure. I'm thinking it's that one. We'll go for that one. In a great scheme of that'll do. Oh no, what's my tools?
I wonder if anyone built Red Wolf from Airwolf. What was Red Wolf?
Yeah, Red Wolf was oh god, totally different helicopter.
Was that a baddie?
Yeah.
What sort of helicopter is that based on?
It was a different one, wasn't it? Something completely different. I can't remember which one it was now. But yeah, it's a totally different. It's almost like an Augusta 190 or something.
Because what was
it? Was a bit thingy because it used to go add lasers or something. That one. That's from the series, isn't it?
Hey, what was Airwolf based on again?
It was Bell 222, wasn't it?
Oh, it was.
Unfortunately, the real thing crashed. It was after it had finished its filming contract and everything. It was sold, and it was an air ambulance in Germany. And unfortunately, it came down in bad weather and it killed the crew.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's a bit of a sad tale to the end of it.
Did they convert it back or leave it?
Yeah, I said they should have left it.
That'd been cool. I've been rescued by Airwolf.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? That's what you want to tell all your mates.
Yeah.
Seen that Heavy D Sparks has just bought a Dolphin.
Who was he?
Yeah. Well, two, but one of them's a friend of his.
He must have some serious. Well, I was watching him on because he's got that car channel on Discovery, isn't he?
Yeah.
And but yeah, he's got some serious money to throw around on these things.
Well, that Black Hawk must have cost.
Oh yeah, ridiculous.
Right, David's off. See you later, David. I don't know when he left because we're just come back to chat. This is happening in the world. Oh, guys. Oh, look. Oh. Oh, that's a bit smart.
Hold on, I'm coming in.
So, Andrew has done the HK 148B25 Michelle. Yeah. Almost finished out the box with an adored instrument panel. Can you see the instrument panel? Yeah, it looks nice. Bare metal one as well.
Very nice.
Looks cool. And then Ash's thinking his bust of
Very
Batman.
Nice. Batman? Very angry Batman.
He's very angry, isn't he?
Very, very.
It's very good, though.
Did I hear somewhere they're on about Michael Keaton coming back and reviving his role doing it?
Hey, what?
Yeah.
He
was going to have a Zimmer frame.
Man, isn't he?
Eh?
Where's they going to set it, like in some sort of like old people's home?
Well, yeah, I was going to say.
Retired superheroes are us.
Yeah, I'm sure I read something like that.
How old? He must.
He's got to be in his 60s, surely.
That'll be retirement age now.
I'd like to go to me seatbelts and put them on there.
We shouldn't be ageist, should we?
No, but
you know, Harrison Ford keeps coming back to do Indiana Jones.
He does. But I wonder if he's more like his Sean Connery role in it now, with someone else doing all the action stuff. Oh, that's a cool one, isn't it?
Yeah, nice job on the old 109 there, Clive.
Weathering's really made it.
The Matchbox one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool kit, that.
Mm.
The weathering's good.
Nice job on that. Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Mm.
Very nice indeed.
Thank God for Deep Thunder.
Mm.
Oh, I keep doing that.
I'll have a look over here in Instagram land. So over in Instagram, a couple more pictures. We've got the nose section grafted on. On
What's
Pete's,
that on?
that's the voodoo.
Well, let's have a look. Hold on. I'm just.
I've got soft spot for a voodoo as well, and I can't really say why.
I don't know. I think it's just a cool looking aeroplane.
I think it's a cool looking aircraft as well. Yeah, I do.
I don't know, but I'm with you, Nath. I don't know why. I can remember the old match.
I like it.
The Canadian box, was it the Matchbox one?
I built that one.
I always really only like the single seat version rather than the 2-seat. But I like the chisel nose. I think it was a chisel nose on it, to be honest. But yeah, looks good that. Anyway,
very, very nice job on that one. And then we've got, oh, look at that. Nice bit of weathering down there on the F100.
Oh, that's cool. Whose kit's that? Is that Trumpy's one?
Well,
no, it's 48 scale, so it must be the Hobby Boss one, is it?
No, Trumpy's in 48.
Trumpy in 48? Yeah, Trumpy one then.
Unless it's the old monogram one. That's nice, though.
I like the paint effect on that.
Yeah, nice. Nice weathered at the back end as well, because that's really tricky.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. Good job on that one. And back with the Tempest. Or is it Typhoon? Typhoon? Hard to tell from this angle. Anyway, dark dirt wash on. Very nice. Nice and weathered. Very, very nice. So, yes. Good job. Oh, look. So, who's the figurehead of Matt?
This?
Yeah.
This head here?
Your head here, yes.
It's that dragon figure.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was based on someone real.
Not one. I don't know, to be honest. It's just for the Grand Sarno raid one.
Right.
You used to be able to get the Otto Swiorski, whatever his name was, figure, but this is just a para Volkswing
Right.
And do you know what? I've dropped his blooming helmet behind my desk. It fell off. I'm going to have to hunt around for it after. Well, no, I just think it's a generic head. I don't think it's anybody famous. It's,
right.
You know. So, yeah.
Right, Krista's off.
Bye-bye, Krista.
See you later, Krista.
Nice to have you. Hopefully you'll be back a little bit later. We'll be back on in a couple of hours. I've just noticed there's one thing with these Rubicon ones, right? And that's decal placement.
As
far as I can see, there isn't anything on where the decals go.
Anything on the back of the box?
Good point. Nope.
No. God, what have they done with it then?
So you've got decals, but again, it's more generic ones. So I think it's just going to be a case of US Army on the back end, cavalry, and then obviously go right the way through. So, yes. So I think they think, well, you should know where they go. Clearly I don't. Apart from probably have a rescue one there. Danger, keep away. That's going to be at the back end. A couple of markings. We're good to go. So, yes. So, what are we going to do? Are we going to try and get the mouth on it, or are we going to go something different?
Oh, I don't know. Normally, everyone likes a sharp mouth, don't they?
Yes. I have to say, I think the detail, originally, before it got into paint, I was actually thinking it was a little bit overdone because it was a little bit rivety. But now it's all in here, and it's in, and it's got some paint on it. I think by the time it gets weathered as well, it's going to look really, really good.
Yeah, it's coming in good, isn't it?
So I think it's going to be all right. It'll be okay.
How are we doing for time?
I mean, windows are still clear. We're just about running out of time. I was going to have a final run round. So, yes. We're doing all right. So my plan of action for this one is I've got the tail rotor to done as well. It's over there. I'll get that weathered. And then obviously we can get this fitted on a little bit later. What I'll probably do is chuck out a wash right over this, and then that can be drying before we go on air. Get that off, and then we'll get going with the oils. And then we can get some oils onto it, and then right the way through, ready for the reveal at the end. These are dry now, so I'll be able to get those painted up. I've got the ammunition little box to do as well, so we'll get that painted up and done as well. It'll be fine. So yes, very nice indeed. That's my plan anyway, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay.
No matter what anyone says. So yes, very nice. Nathan, how you been getting on with yours?
It's all right, you know. I've just, like I said before, because I've done a bit of a rush job. I've got a bit of filling to do. I could have done a better job of that with more time, but the main fuselage is together. The wings fits a bit vague, but we do go on without any seams.
Yes.
Going to have to be a bit sort of careful with that join. I think the plan would be this evening to get the main construction, get it ready for paint, but not in paint. If that makes sense. Don't fancy. I've got master canopy, which I'm not looking forward to. Do the tanks. I don't know if tanks are appropriate for a Henderson field. I don't know if it needs bombs on it. It's a Marines one, but it needs bombs.
I don't know. Don't know how they much on that theatre, to be honest.
I'm going to put tanks on because I think they look cool.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you.
It's like, when look, it's all just a click fit. Everything is really nice kit. This. That's me done for today.
Very nice, cool job. Andy, how you been doing?
If you give me 2 seconds, I'll go to Matt.
No, I'm going to stay with you. Why?
All right, go on. I'm just going to put a photo up onto.
All right, I'll go to Matt. It's all right.
It's easier to see rather than me trying to.
Go on then.
Hold on. Oh, you caught me by surprise.
Oh, sorry. Hey, well, could have been worse.
Yeah, it could have been. There we go. After the dismal of chipping,
yes,
with what I thought would work, the hairspray has worked not too bad.
Very nice.
I mean, you can really, let me just pull that out a little bit. Yeah.
Very cool.
And then obviously I've been putting his
makeup on. Looking good.
Yeah, it is actually. It's coming together. It's one of them where with painting faces, it just looks awful, and then it will just tie together. It's just having the faith that it'll all tie together in the end. But yeah, just get the highlights down now, and then I'll get some more shadows in, then add a bit of colour, I think. Obviously, he's going to have his helmet on anyway, so no point doing it. Got to paint his eyes in, which will be fun. But yeah, nice. I don't know what I'm doing tonight. I'll figure something out. But yeah, it'll be nice and relaxing. So that's cool. What I've been up to.
Very, very nice indeed. Good job. Right, try Andy again.
Yeah, I've put a picture. Basically, that's me harnesses, which I've put a picture up on the.
Is it in the chat? Site. On the site?
Yeah. Easier to see.
Come on.
That's gone up a bit. That looks a bit bowed up.
Oh, lots of people have got pictures up on the site. I'll do it in reverse order. Hold on, we'll come to Andy first, then I'll pop backwards. There we go. We can see the harnesses. His labour of love all day.
Wow. They look cool though, don't they?
Very nice.
Yeah. They do work well.
Especially in 30 seconds, they're worth it, aren't they? I know they have faff to put together, but they look the part. At least you can see them.
Yeah, yeah.
I've tried leaving them a bit loose. I might actually move them so like a bit. They're not in the final position yet, but sort of like chin out of the way. You all right?
Cool. Very nice. Coming along very, very nicely. Just go back up. We've got Greg, and his is coming along very, very nicely. We've got the nice green tail on, and obviously we've got the green on the front as well. So yes, nice little bit of mask in there, nice and clean and crisp. And again, very nice indeed. We've got up here this Sopwith Camel 48 scale monogram kit.
Oh, that's cool.
With ICM acrylics. Very nice indeed. Yeah. Rigging all done. Nice. Very, very nice. And obviously we've got the Superbug coming up. So is this dagger 1, 2, 3 or 4? Can't remember which ones it all was now. With the old bunker busters on board. Very nice indeed. Very cool. Yes, very, very nice. Good job, everyone. So yes. Right. Okay then, guys. We will leave it right there. Don't forget, whilst we're having our little break, you can pop over to the PM store as well. So the PM store's got their various bits on the go, as you can see. Just down in here, as we said before, we've got 15% off all kits, 20% off Kinetic. Doesn't include special offers and damage box orders and all the rest of it. All your discounts are added at the checkout, so if you want to go down in there. If you want to show some love over on the Flory Models one as well, you can pop over to the Flory Models store, pop in there, and obviously I've got your washes, Last of the Sanders, and we've got a little bit of a discount on merch as well. So we've got special sale on the polo shirt and on the t-shirts are just a tenner each as well, no matter what size you have. Okay, so you can grab some of those as well. So yes, good job. Very nice. I think it's a successful day today, cracking on with this thing. So we get the weathering done on that one tonight, get the decals popped onto it, get it weathered in. We'll be good to go on this one as it makes its way through. The guys have all done fantastic as well. Hopefully you've got loads of great modelling done as well. We're going to be back with you at 7:30 until 9, so just an hour and a half tonight. A bit more laid back. I'll do a little bit of weathering on this thing. And then, as I say, the guys will be fiddling around with their bits and pieces as well. And again, if you want to join in with any of these ones, the chats, we will be on YouTube. We will be obviously on the Flory Models chat as well. So if you want to catch up with your bits and pieces in there, we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just before we go, I've just read the thing, Christopher, about the brushes. Thank you for that. And just keep us informed and let me know, and we'll sort it. Yeah, thank you.
My thumbnail image.
Yes.
No, it's my main image. Is a.
What's that?
Wrong way around.
What thumbnail image? Hey, what?
The thumbnail image on the screen.
Yes.
Is the wrong way around to. No, it's not.
No, he's not.
No, it's not. Matt and Andy's thumbnail pictures are mirror image of the full screen.
Hey.
Just put me back on full screen again, Phil.
What, you to full screen? Yes, he is actually. Oh, look. Who knew?
Yeah.
That's mad.
I don't forget it's a bit complicated how I do this. Is a smoke and mirrors on this, but I screen grab this entire thing from this.
Yeah.
So this is actually what you can see now is obviously what we do. So it's all a little bit of a montage, and then I have to screen grab from it to actually show it right the way through. So it is a little bit all over the place.
Yeah.
Why it's doing that? No idea. Couldn't tell you.
Matt's is as well, but so if you go on to Matt.
Yeah, he is as well. But I don't know. No idea. It makes it look like there's two of him. Because technically the small one is wrong. But I don't know why it's doing it that way. Because to be honest, the screen grab is coming from the same place.
Yeah.
How strange.
So, no idea. I know it's a little bit weird on this one because obviously John's not on. John will be on tonight and we go back to 5 of us on. So at the moment it's done a little bit like this mode is a little bit different because John's missing. But yeah, don't know. I will sort it. I'll have a fiddle in between shows and see what we can come up with. How it works, I have no idea anyway. Right, okay then, we will leave it right there. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. As I say, we'll be back with you at 7:30. So until later, everybody, say goodbye, gentlemen. We're out of here.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.